Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Summerslam. What a night we have in store for you, and we have a great way to kick us off, as it's going to be for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, former SmackDown Tag Team Champions in their own right, take on the team of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn show live here at SummerSlam. A sold-out capacity crowd here in Nashville, Tennessee. It is going to be one hectic pay-per-view, Raw and SmackDown combined effort here for this live capacity event. And I believe this matchup being a vacated SmackDown Tag Team Championship already rises this pay-per-view, and it's a great way to kick us off here, honestly. As we wait for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to make their way down to the ring here. I think this is could be honestly a show stealer. And obviously this is the first match of a total of 16 total matches tonight, which is absolutely crazy to think about. But which team is going to become the face of SmackDown? They have a lot of stuff to deal with, especially with a lot of these teams heating up here live on SmackDown, going to be looking to make a name for themselves. But you got to think whoever happens to lose this matchup, you got to be thinking, hey, maybe that team may very well get another opportunity, maybe get a rematch of some sort. Just throwing it out there. You never know what JBL may want to do. He's JBL's one creative general manager for sure. Certainly wants to make sure the SmackDown stays the A show. Monday Night Raw has gotten a lot better though, so we'll see how Raw and SmackDown continue after this lovely SummerSlam pay-per-view. There are your prestigious SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We have had so many championship holders over the years with those SmackDown Tag Team titles. We'll see who's next. As the referee rings the bell, here we go. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, and Orton already going to try to take out the referee, but Kevin Owens saving the day. But like we mentioned, this is a first of 16 total matches tonight. A lot of big matches on Raw and SmackDown, especially coming up tonight where we got Braun Strowman and Edge. Braun Strowman, a former member of the Judgment Day. Edge currently the Judgment Day leader, and we know how that went when Edge said that he was going to cut some dead weight in Judgment Day, ultimately taking Braun Strowman out of the Judgment Day. And it just has gone for a very long time, and it seems like Edge and Braun Strowman are ready for it to end. And it seems like it comes to a head here tonight, live at SummerSlam. Judgment Day is going to be very, very busy tonight, because tonight Finn Balor defends his Intercontinental Championship against LA Knight. It's going to be a big-time matchup, as Damian Priest also will look to bring some championship gold back to the Judgment Day as he gets his rematch against Robert Roode, the It Factor, the Glorious One. Also, Rhea Ripley defends against Asuka for the Women's Championship. So it'll be very interesting to really see how it goes for the Judgment Day. And then you get Monday Night Raw. They have plenty of big-time matches that we'll be talking about throughout the night, especially on the Raw side of things. You got a big triple threat tag team matchup where the OC defend against Imperium and Alpha Academy. As now Owens with an exploder suplex, turning Matt Riddle inside out. Kevin Owens absolutely feeling himself here. Randy Orton going to get himself tagged in here, and he's coming right after Kevin Owens with this big-time Lou Thesz press. Sami Zayn wants some Randy Orton, and here we go. And if you guys missed SmackDown recently, live there on SmackDown, we saw Randy Orton lose to Bobby Lashley, and Kevin Owens picked up a win over Matt Riddle. So we'll kind of see what the confidence is going to be looking like for Matt Riddle and Randy Orton going into this matchup. Yes, those were singles matches. Randy Orton certainly has been known as a singles superstar. Look at this maneuver. What a combination of maneuvers to turn it into a sit-out powerbomb. It's just so damn creative Sami Zayn is there. And, another key point in this matchup for Sami Zayn, he has not won a championship here in Universe Mode's history. And Sami Zayn has been here for a very long time. That's absolutely crazy to think about with the caliber, the in-ring caliber that Sami Zayn brings every day. You would think that he would have won a championship, but for my record, Sami Zayn has not won a championship just yet. But tonight could be the night that Sami Zayn is able to tag team with Kevin Owens once again and become the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It's Matt Riddle with an impressive reversal there, now going to look to go back to work here on Zayn. Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, multi-time tag team champions there on Raw and on SmackDown. Very curious to kind of see where they will go if they do become the next tag team champions. And I believe, this matchup will realistically favor Randy Orton and Matt Riddle just because they have been multi-time tag team champions here on Raw and SmackDown. I'm not saying you can't give Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens props or even give them an advantage, but in my thinking, I think honestly that Randy Orton and Matt Riddle definitely have the advantage. Obviously, they both lost recently on SmackDown, but I believe honestly, in my own book, I think Matt Riddle, Randy Orton of RK Bro, I think certainly they have the advantage in this matchup. Let's look at Randy Orton just trying to stretch out Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens able to slip out of it. Both men face to face. Randy Orton back and forth in a big old clothesline there from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens all fired up here. Sold out capacity crowd here in Nashville, Tennessee. Kevin Owens going to look to take out Matt Riddle here with a big old back suplex on the apron. Kevin Owens showing that prize fighter, that ruthless side of Kevin Owens. Is a beautiful power slam there from Randy Orton. And now this is where Orton gets very sadistic right now. He's going to slowly dissect his opponent and try to take it to Kevin Owens here. Orton now going to try to decide what does he need to do. We know about slowing down the matchup to putting it to where exactly he likes it, but the game plan certainly is going to change throughout this matchup for both teams. Obviously, the first couple minutes, you kind of figure out what your opponent's going to be like, and you're like, okay, hey, this is what we need to turn it to. Let's turn it into a fast-paced matchup, or, oh, hey, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's, kind of trick them. I mean, just both teams are definitely going to have strategies, but we'll see how it's going to come to a head tonight in this matchup. Here we go with the tag, snapmare takedown, neck breaker, into a big old kick from Kevin Owens. But Owens not phased by that double tag team maneuver. Orton doing the right thing, rolling out of the ring, but oh, wait a minute. Orton back suplex to Sami Zayn. But now Orton gonna look to take out both men here, and he does with the Olympic Slam. And talking about the Olympic Slam, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, takes on the phenomenal AJ Styles. Yeah, certainly a very interesting matchup. First time ever matchup here live at SummerSlam. Plenty of other big time matches, especially Karrion Kross versus Brock Lesnar. We'll see if Brock Lesnar will be 100% after that brutal beating that we saw from Karrion Kross to Brock Lesnar after Brock Lesnar would lose his matchup to Edge on SmackDown. Is now Owens off the rope. Glancing blow to the back of the neck. Just enough to take down Orton, but I don't know necessarily how much damage it actually did to Randy Orton there. Uh-oh. Stunner! Stunner out of nowhere! Is this it? Referee in position! Yes, it is! We have ourselves new tag team champions, and their name is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Holy cow. Look at this stunner out of nowhere. Matt Riddle believing that Randy Orton would kick out, and he did not. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have done it to kick off SummerSlam. They are the new faces of the tag team division. Congratulations to these guys. They have had a long road. And Sami Zayn gets his first ever championship here in WWE. Congratulations.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Pivotal matchup here for LA Knight, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your Intercontinental Championship to be defended. LA Knight calling the Judgment Day a bunch of dummies. Finn Balor sticking up for his crew. Ultimately would accept LA Knight's offer to defend that championship, but ultimately Finn Balor would, lay out LA Knight when he accepted that. And then on the Go Home show recently, we saw LA Knight defeat Damian Priest, and then we saw an altercation between LA Knight and Finn Balor. It's going to be a highly contested feud, and then it's one of those matches I'm really looking forward to. But the main question coming into this matchup is Finn Balor going to be correct? Is LA Knight once again going to come up short in the biggest matchup of his career? Because last time LA Knight had a Intercontinental Championship matchup, it was against Big E at that time for the Intercontinental Championship, and LA Knight fell up a bit short. So we'll see how it fares, as here comes your Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor. Big question out of this matchup right now is for Finn Balor. Is he going to come out? I don't know. I'll just answer my question. Finn Balor coming out here by himself, not having Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, or even Edge coming out here, or even Rhea Ripley. Looks like he's going to go at it alone tonight, which is honestly kind of surprising. But Finn Balor believes he can do this all by himself. Can't wait to see how this matchup unfolds. It's already been a great night so far. We just crowned new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, able to outlast Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. So it'll be very interesting to really kind of see what Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be bringing to SmackDown on the first SmackDown after SummerSlam. For SummerSlam, for the SmackDown roster after SummerSlam, they're going to have to wait a total of 8 weeks to get to the next pay-per-view, because for SmackDown, they are going to be going to Night of Champions. Will be the next pay-per-view that you see for SmackDown. For Monday Night Raw, we'll be seeing them in just 4 weeks' time, as we'll be going down to Puerto Rico for Backlash. So a lot of stuff coming our way for Raw and SmackDown. I cannot wait to see, but this is literally the hottest night of the summer, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the whole entire year. And a lot of people's careers are going to be changing, and also the futures of both brands are going to be up for grabs at this moment. A lot of big-time matches tonight. SummerSlam will definitely be changing careers for the better and possibly for the worse, as this Intercontinental Championship matchup is brought to you by C4 Energy, live here in Nashville, Tennessee. At least Logan Paul's not out here, or we'd have to say Prime. LA Knight seems like he's ready. You can see that he's very focused.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds. He is the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor.
Will the Prince of WWE continue to be an Intercontinental Champion? He's had 2 title matches. He's defeated Sheamus twice. Now the question is, will LA Knight be added to his list coming up here tonight? Will he continue his reign as Intercontinental Champion, or will the Megastar hold his first ever major championship here in WWE? LA Knight has had major wins here in WWE so far, and one of the best win-loss records in all of WWE. But now LA Knight has to show up tonight. As the referee rings the bell, here we go. LA Knight, Finn Balor, coming your way right here, right now. It is going to be a long night, but when we say that, it means it's going to be a long night for Raw and SmackDown. But you know, it could be for the better. Like I said, the future's going to be changing for Raw and SmackDown tonight with, you know, possible title changes, rivalries coming to a head. So, you know, everyone's going to be on the tip of their toes tonight with all this action we're seeing tonight. It's Finn Balor attacking LA Knight, just trying to keep LA Knight, the megastar, down and keep up his, you know, keep the matchup where he wants to see it. As a pinfall opportunity here by LA Knight. Will this be enough? But no, strong kick out. Because obviously both superstars are going to come into this matchup with a game plan. You know, maybe Finn Balor wants to get this matchup hot, fast-paced. Maybe LA Knight wants to slow down the matchup, or vice versa. It's one of those things that you got to think about in this matchup where it's like, okay, hey, I think, you know, at this time I'm going to slow it down, or, you know, just there's so many things go into it, because especially in this matchup, it's a championship advantage. Because, oh, right there, right in between the eyes, right there with that punch to the face. And that's how dangerous Finn Balor is. He can just change the momentum on a dime. Back to a stalemate between LA Knight and Finn Balor here briefly. Oh, wait a minute. What's the megastar thinking? Pump handle slam. A little different variation of a pump handle slam is, oh, LA Knight, I think he wanted to go for a springboard sort of maneuver there, but referee was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it took out LA Knight, unfortunately. But for Finn Balor's sake, it was able to work out for him. And now Finn Balor, look at the plancha over the top route, over the top rope. Massive, massive maneuver there from your Intercontinental Champion. Referee already at a 2 count. Obviously, matchup has to be pinfall or submission in the middle of this matchup. I'm not saying you can't have a count out victory. Nobody wants to see that, especially at one of the biggest nights of the summer. But it is always an option. Finn Balor certainly may want to do that. You never know what his strategy may want to be. If he feels like LA Knight is gonna, you know, possibly be a threat and taking that championship away from him, he may very well do that. As, oh, right there, that edge, the edge of that barricade, that is not going to be feeling too good for Finn Balor. As beautiful power slam there from LA Knight. Referee at a 7. Both men need to start getting back into the ring. LA Knight taking it to Finn Balor at this very moment. Referee at a 8. LA Knight realizes that he needs to at least get himself back in the ring. Finn Balor didn't have to, but he did it this time. Uh-oh. Finn Balor, oh, we've seen this plenty of the times over the years. The drop kick, and oh my goodness, the whiplash at the back of the neck there on those turnbuckles, but LA Knight able to kick out at the very last second, and Finn Balor cannot believe it. He thought that was going to be enough to put away the megastar there. As LA Knight fighting back out of it momentarily. Let's see if the megastar can turn things around here briefly. Oh, look at that. Beautiful neck breaker. And talking about the Judgment Day, they certainly have a lot of big time matches. Anything from the Braun Strowman Edge matchup later on tonight. We got also Rhea Ripley defending her Women's Championship against Asuka as well. And, you know, it's just a lot of big things, especially Damian Priest looks to get that European Championship back from Robert Roode. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, Judgment Day have a lot of momentum in their corner for the most part, but they very well could be, you know, walking out all with championships, no championships. You know, it's just there's so much going on. Uh-oh, what's LA Knight thinking here? Big knee strike into a clothesline. Ruthless combination as LA Knight now. LA Knight. BFT to Finn Balor. Is that enough? Are we going to see a new champion? 2. No, Finn Balor kicks out. And LA Knight could not believe it. He thought that was enough. It's very, very close, but, you know, with Finn Balor just being so damn good, ladies and gentlemen, he is not going to go down without a fight. Former Mr. Money in the Bank, a 2-time Mr. Money in the Bank, a former WWE champion, current Intercontinental champion. Impressive power slam there from LA Knight. And LA Knight eating this up right now. LA Knight telling Finn Balor to get up to his feet. Pivotal moment in this matchup for LA Knight. But now, here comes their Intercontinental Champion, who it looks like actually Finn Balor able to kind of clean up his own cut there. I think it was one of those smaller cuts that he had on his forehead there. Can't really see it at the moment, but after being cut open just a tad, looks like LA Knight was, or I should say Finn Balor was able to get rid, or at least get some of that blood off his forehead at the very moment. As LA Knight, oh my goodness, gets hit with that arm drag takedown. All big chopping punches here from Finn Balor. And now the champion with a brutal DDT spiking it on his head. And of course, this is your Intercontinental Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Just basking in his own glory at this moment. Eating this up like the champ should. Oh, big punch there from LA Knight. And again, the Megastar going to work here. Oh, referee inadvertently taken out there. We'll see if that comes into play later on in this matchup. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is one heck of a night for SummerSlam. As soon as I say that here, we have a pinfall opportunity. Referee with a little bit of a slower count after being hit briefly. But, you know, the Judgment Day, we talked about all their matches coming up tonight. And then also tonight, the SmackDown main event where Cody Rhodes defends his Undisputed Championship against Bobby Lashley as a BFT there to Finn Balor again. Is this enough? Referee still slow with the count. Wait a minute. Damian Priest of the Judgment Day coming out here. Finn Balor looks like he was just about to eat a pinfall here, but Damian Priest now showing up. And now it looks like Finn Balor has rolled out of the ring. LA Knight still in the middle of the ring. This is going to get very chaotic here. Damian Priest getting his old setup here. This is going to be very, very crazy here. Referee going to try to break this up. Man to man, face to face. LA Knight getting pissed off about this. Not too happy about it. As LA Knight telling him to stay out of his own damn business. And again, Damian Priest going to try to get involved again. But again, LA Knight takes down Damian Priest. And as long as Damian Priest doesn't necessarily get involved in this matchup, physicality-wise, this matchup will continue. It's a big knockout punch there from Mr. LA Knight. This ain't good. And LA Knight going to take out Damian Priest. And now, back in the ring we go here. And Finn Balor with a huge clothesline, laying waste to LA Knight. And now, 1916 there to LA Knight. And now Finn Balor gonna look to capitalize after the distraction. Coup de grace there to LA Knight. And certainly that has to be it. Is it enough? Yes, it is. Finn Balor retains his Intercontinental Championship despite the interference, or with the help, I should say, with the interference of his good buddy Damian Priest tonight. You hate to see that. The numbers games once again getting involved and screws LA Knight in one of the biggest matches of his career, the biggest nights for LA Knight in the term of venue-wise. He gets screwed over by the Judgment Day. I guarantee you this will not be the last time we see LA Knight involved with the Judgment Day. Oh, come on. Finn, come on, Finn. You don't need to do this. Oh, no. Frog splash from Finn Balor. LA Knight was already taken out. And now Finn Balor wants to be even more dangerous here and take out the Megastar. This is just brutal. Come on, ref. Take that damn steel chair away from him. This is just horrendous. You got to be kidding me right now. Oh, not on the steel chair. Not on the steel chair, no. 1916 on the damn chair. You got to be kidding me. What a horrific assault.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United Kingdom Championship.
It is an absolute damn shame, ladies and gentlemen, that at one of the biggest nights for a WWE pay-per-view, that the Judgment Day have to get involved just to make sure Finn Balor retains his Intercontinental Championship. You absolutely have to feel bad for LA Knight, ladies and gentlemen. You absolutely have to feel bad. If you don't, I absolutely do, because LA Knight certainly had that match won, and it just gets ruined by Damian Priest coming out here, getting involved. So we got to try to move on, and we're going to, as we transition to the Raw side of the card here for the United Kingdom Championship here on Monday Night Raw. Currently, Bronson Reed holds the championship. Santos Escobar winning a #1 contenders matchup recently to become the #1 contender. We'll see how it goes for Santos Escobar. He does do quite well in matches against literally big guys. So we'll see how Santos Escobar can fare, if he'll be able to hit that Phantom Driver and be enough to put away Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed will Bronson Reed lose his championship, or will he be able to continue his lovely reign here on Monday Night Raw? Could we see a brutal tsunami from Bronson Reed? It sure is very well possible, as there is the big man, the insurance policy for Austin Theory, and recently Grayson Waller getting involved into that as well. And you notice Austin Theory's not out here, and neither is Grayson Waller. It's what you kind of love to see. I mean, a lot of superstars aren't so far coming out here, getting involved where it's a normal championship matchup. I mean, yes, we did see Damian Priest get involved coming out from backstage there, but at least momentarily there's no type of situation where we're seeing the lackeys or, the henchmen of certain groups or just their tag team partners in general coming out here. I think for Bronson Reed's sake, I honestly don't think he necessarily needs that. He can focus on beating Santos Escobar tonight in singles action. He literally defeated Rey Mysterio on the go-home show of Monday Night Raw, right in front of Santos Escobar via a tsunami, multiple tsunamis at that. So, we'll have to wait honestly and see if Santos Escobar can become the new champion here.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds,
Santos Escobar looking to hold his first main roster championship here, and first major title of his whole career in general.
Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds. He is the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Bronson Reed.
And there is very confident, very strong. This man, the big-time Aussie, we'll see if he can continue his reign as champion here on the main roster. The $1 million championship got taken away, where Bronson Reed won the championship away from Drew McIntyre. The championship got transformed into the United Kingdom Championship, and Bronson Reed has held it since then. Big time championship defense, though, for Bronson Reed. This is his moment to kind of silence all the doubters. Certainly, a lot of people can't believe Bronson Reed can get it done by himself, especially since he's been with Austin Theory and, like I mentioned, Grayson Waller being thrown into the fold there as well. Bronson Reed helping Austin Theory essentially win that United States Championship. Bronson Reed would go on to win the $1 million championship away from Drew McIntyre at that time, a couple months back. I guess you could probably call it last month, but nonetheless, Bronson Reed defeated Drew McIntyre and actually has Drew McIntyre's number 3-0 in career matches against Drew McIntyre. Look at Drew. Oh my goodness, a suicide dive through the middle rope from the big man, Bronson Reed. You do not want a heavyweight superstar coming at you like that, especially doing suicide maneuvers like that, because that is not going to give you a chance to win this matchup. And now he's rubbing Santos' face right in the mat. Santos Escobar may very well be in trouble here. It's not something you want to be dealing with. I'm sure Santos would rather be dealing with maybe some less bigger dudes in those situations, but like I mentioned before, Santos has defeated Bronson Reed in a non-title matchup before, and Santos Escobar has even defeated Omos when Santos was a part of the SmackDown brand as well. So, you know, Santos Escobar certainly does know how to pick up those big-time matches there. As, oh my goodness, powerful maneuver there, takes down Santos. Escobar cannot figure out Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed with a tsunami. Halfway across the damn ring. This may be all she wrote, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. Bronson Reed came right out of the gate, connected with that suicide dive. I don't know if we'll actually get that replay, but that suicide dive charge, and that literally knocked out Santos Escobar, I believe. And then that tsunami right there to the chest, and Santos Escobar taken to the woodshed quite quickly tonight. Bronson Reed, man, he's going to be a major threat, and I don't know who's going to be able to take that championship away from Bronson Reed, ladies and gentlemen. A huge threat here on the Monday Night Raw roster, and his name is Bronson Reed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another big matchup. This matchup has got ours kind of really started during the King of the Ring period. This was the first couple weeks into the King of the Ring, where everybody was looking to qualify, or I should say, kind of to advance further in the King of the Ring tournament. And we would see Karrion Kross, this man, take on Brock Lesnar. Karrion Kross and Brock Lesnar. Karrion Kross would win a match. The match would have to be restarted because Brock Lesnar's hand was on the rope, so the matchup was restarted by JBL. Karrion Kross would ultimately still pick up the win, but Karrion Kross didn't like that he had to the match had to get restarted, and he would lay out Brock Lesnar and just beat the living crap out of him after the matchup, after he picked up the win. And the thing is, Karrion Kross was using the F10, little shades of kind of what Brock Lesnar does. He does the F5, but this F10 is a little different variation of an F5. And over the weeks and everything, we've seen Karrion Kross just get the upper hand on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar wanted this matchup for SummerSlam. We saw Brock Lesnar lose the edge recently on SmackDown, and I think the assaults from that King of the Ring time, Brock Lesnar is never going to admit it. Because he's the beast incarnate. But ever since that attack from Karrion Kross, he has not been the same. He's not been the same beast. And Karrion Kross has just been on a whole different level. This man is literally on the brink of main event stardom, ladies and gentlemen, and if he can do it at the hottest night of the summer here tonight at SummerSlam, I think Karrion Kross very well could have a championship in his near future here on SmackDown. Could be that undisputed championship. But there's just so much going on right now. Karrion Kross is looking to be the next, I mean, I hate to throw this pun in there, but the next big thing, literally, for SmackDown. We know Brock Lesnar, he was the next big thing there when he first came into WWE, and then on SmackDown would go on to dominate when he came in. Now you got a man like Karrion Kross coming right in here. He was there in NXT for the longest time before eventually coming over to SmackDown, and he's been very dominant at times. But now he's going to have to defeat Brock Lesnar, a former Universal Champion at that. Brock Lesnar is just so damn dangerous. Certainly, you can see Brock Lesnar, he may look perfectly fine, but he just has not been the same Brock Lesnar ever since the build-up to the King of the Ring and ever since his match with Karrion Kross. The evidence was very clear in the matchup against Edge. Brock Lesnar was, just not able to really put the matchup in his terms. Edge was just on the attack most of the matchup and would end up spearing Brock Lesnar, if I remember correctly, and picking up the win. And Karrion Kross would decimate Brock Lesnar. And this was all on Friday Night SmackDown. So Lesnar has had a total of 2 days to really recuperate. But, this man is a superhuman. He's the beast incarnate for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Can he dig down deep? Can the beast figure out Karrion Kross? The doomsday may be here for Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to find out. This is a no-holds-barred matchup, ladies and gentlemen. This matchup is going to get very, very physical quickly. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Matchup between Karrion Kross, Brock Lesnar. A no-holds-barred matchup, ladies and gentlemen, where anything can go. Pinfall or submission has to happen in the middle of the ring. There's a little bit of a bear hug here early to try and work on that lower back. And like I mentioned just moments ago, this is a matchup where, for Karrion Kross, he's already defeated Brock Lesnar, and he's already put Lesnar on the shelf for at least a month. Lesnar would come back in a #1 contenders tournament, or I should say battle royal. Lesnar and Kross would ultimately get taken out, but ultimately Karrion Kross is looking to finish the job and put Brock Lesnar down permanently. I don't know if necessarily he's going to be able to do that. It's very rare for one person to defeat Brock Lesnar once, but to do it twice is going to be a mission in its own right. It's Karrion Kross trying to get out of this. Lesnar focusing on that back, just trying to go with those bear hugs. Is now Kross going to look to capitalize here. But look at Lesnar. He wants to do this inside the ring. As it looks like we're going to introduce some golden steel steps here. Karrion Kross barely moving. Lesnar going to take the long way around to introduce these steel steps here. Big block from Karrion Kross. We know Karrion Kross does take a bunch of training for a bunch of his classes, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever it is. Karrion Kross knows what to expect from a man like Brock Lesnar. As Lesnar with that back body drop reversal. Pinfall. Can Lesnar steal victory here early? No, he does not. Going to take a lot more to put away a man like Karrion Kross. Kross from behind here. Uh-oh. It looks like, yes, we are going to have an ankle lock of all things from Karrion Kross. We don't normally see these type of maneuvers from Karrion Kross, but he's changing up what he really wants to do here, and those ankle locks could eventually add up to something from Karrion Kross. But now Lesnar gonna look to get himself back in this matchup. But a lot of people may call Karrion Kross that inevitable superstar that, he's the type of man that will take over this roster if these superstars don't do something about it. And if Brock Lesnar is the first superstar Kross is able to really take out on this roster here on SmackDown, then I would look out, because Karrion Kross is going to be even more dangerous. As Lesnar looking to introduce the steel steps. Here comes Kross as a big clothesline into the corner. But again, Lesnar just one step ahead of him. Karrion Kross certainly I would say Lesnar was one step ahead of him. Just both men running back and forth here. Reversal after reversal. Referee right in position, but another strong kick out from Karrion Kross. Lesnar telling Karrion Kross to get up to his feet. Lesnar maybe trying to finally finish this matchup. I'm surprised for Brock Lesnar. He doesn't want to try and beat the living crap out of him. At least try to kind of bust his face open because of what we saw on Friday Night SmackDown, where Karrion Kross busted open the face, the temple there of Brock Lesnar. And I don't know if he's necessarily going to be 100%. Wait a minute, F10 to Brock. Will that be enough to put him away? No, Lesnar kicks out. Karrion Kross cannot believe it. And Carrying cross. Oh, we're about to get extreme here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and he bounces the table right off Lesnar's temple. Holy cow. Cross now. So you're thinking about hard Irish whip here. Both men running into each other. That table's right there. To be very, very careful here. Oh no. He has Lesnar in the corner. What are you going to do with the steel steps? Oh my goodness. Bounces the steel steps right off Lesnar's forehead. That forehead that just has been absolutely dismantled these last couple months in the shades of Karrion Kross. Lesnar now going to get himself back in the ring here. I'm not really sure what Karrion Kross really wants to do at this moment. Oh, look at warming up that big arm there, and that certainly will help out Karrion Kross. And now Kross, he has Lesnar right where he wants him. He's going to start working those body parts here, and this is what Karrion Kross wants to do, to put away a man like Brock Lesnar. It's a doomsday Saicedo suplex there from Karrion Kross. Is this it too? No! Lesnar kicked out again. Holy crap. I'm absolutely surprised. Brock Lesnar he is one special athlete, ladies and gentlemen. As I look at Lesnar. Brain buster there to Karrion. As oh no. Steel steps going to be introduced one more time there, and he hits him right to the dome. But Kross right back up to his feet, but probably not the best idea. Oh no, not again. Lesnar getting absolutely extreme in this no-holds-barred matchup here. Is this enough? No, Kross kicking out at a 1. Holy cow. I do not know how in the hell he's doing that. As now off the ropes we go, and that swinging elbow strike, and Karrion Kross all fired up here. But Lesnar a little bit faster in the exchange here. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Look at some snake eyes to Karrion. Man, this no-holds-barred matchup is living up to the hype. As oh no, Lesnar not done yet. He's gonna go with another steel steps. Oh, and now Kross. Oh, this is going too far possibly. Lesnar, Karrion Kross here. The table's right there. But Brock, he doesn't want anything to do with that table, at least at the very moment. As oh, we got ourselves a baseball bat swinging for the fences. Will be Brock Lesnar, and he hit him across the temple. Kross back up to his feet and connects with that running knee strike. This is what Karrion Kross needs here. I know. Okay, I mean, if Kross wants to introduce the baseball bat as well, certainly so. This has been one hard-hitting, no-holds-barred matchup. Lesnar now. Oh no. Don't get up to your feet. Kross is another shot to the shoulder. And Karrion Kross doing the right thing, rolling out of the ring, because this matchup is starting to get very, very brutal, very, very quickly. It's now Kross could be in danger here, but no, Lesnar's actually in danger. Can Kross put down Lesnar twice in a row? A couple months back he did it, and now he's looking to do it at the biggest night of the summer, that being Summerslam. Anything is possible. As oh, right into that barricade. Certainly not going to be soft. I'm sorry, these guys haven't gone through barricades with everything we've seen so far. As now Kross with an Alabama slam. And we're just a couple matches in, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen new tag team champions on the SmackDown side. We've also seen Bronson Reed retain his United Kingdom Championship against Santos Escobar. As look at Kross. Big time haymakers to the temple of Lesnar. Certainly probably would love to bust open Brock Lesnar and again send a message. And now this is the ground and pound game of Kross we're talking about here. That was, oh, I think Brock busted wide open with that one shot there. Couldn't really see it from the point of view of this little barricade entrance area. As now back in the ring we go. Yes, Brock Lesnar, that right eye of his is bleeding profusely, and now a Doomsday Saicedo suplex. Is this enough to put away Brock? 2, 3, it is. That match was very, very brutal in a matchup that has put Karrion Kross right where he expects to be, at the very top of this SmackDown roster. And after tonight, Karrion Kross has sent a message to this whole roster. And after tonight, I don't know what to expect from Karrion Kross, but he has put this locker room on notice after making it doomsday for Brock Lesnar tonight. Man, what a night it has been so far. Now we get ourselves to the women's tag team division here at Summerslam, as Becky Lynch and Asuka will challenge for the women's tag team championships against Lita and Trish Stratus. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It is, like I mentioned, it's been a massive night so far. Like I mentioned, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Bronson Reed retaining his United Kingdom Championship. The matchup we just saw between Karrion Kross and Brock Lesnar, one of the better no-holds-barred matches we've seen in probably quite a while. Steel steps, baseball bats, table. Even though the announce table or the actual table weren't necessarily used too much, it was, it was pardon me, but it was just so much stuff going on there, and Karrion Kross showing you guys he is a threat to be reckoned with here on SmackDown, and very well could be, like I mentioned, one of the next big things on SmackDown. As we now wait for Asuka to make herself known, Asuka will be in action later on tonight as she challenges for the Women's Championship. She'll be challenging Rhea Ripley later on tonight. As there she is, Asuka. Asuka could very well be walking out with one championship, 2 championships, or no championships at all. We'll see if this friendship, this tag team where Asuka and Becky Lynch wanted to build up this women's tag team championship division a little bit more. Becky Lynch didn't want to be one of the main women challenging for the SmackDown Championship all the time, so she wanted to have her sights focused on the women's tag team division. She was able to recruit Asuka, and well, they won a #1 contenders matchup recently, and now Asuka and Becky Lynch challenge for the women's tag team championships. Can they do it tonight? Can Becky and Asuka get it done against the WWE Hall of Famers? So much potential there. Asuka, known as one of the most dangerous women on this roster. Her Asuka lock is so damn dangerous. We'll see how it fares for her tonight. Not just this matchup, but for her matchup against Rhea Ripley later on tonight. And now it is Lita and Trish's turn to make her way down to the ring. Gonna get a little bit of a stratisfaction here. And actually, recently on SmackDown, Trish Stratus actually defeated Asuka in the middle of that ring. So, if anything could happen, Trish and Lita still could be walking out with those women's tag team championships. This Nashville, Tennessee crowd absolutely loving Trish and Lita, getting a little part of their childhood back here tonight, part of the women's division. And I mean, if Becky and Asuka can't dethrone the women's tag team champions, I don't know who are going to be able to step up to the plate. Trish and Lita now holding the championship for a couple months now, able to retain them against the Bella Twins at the recent pay-per-view of the King of the Ring, and now we'll see if they can do it tonight here at SummerSlam. And for those women's tag team championships here, you always love to see how they're able to be defended on both Raw and SmackDown, and be the only time you really see the women's tag team championships on both shows when they're challenging those other superstars.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Becky Lynch and Asuka.
Becky Lynch and Asuka, are they your new champions coming out of this match?
They are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Trish Stratus and Lita.
Two WWE Hall of Famers at the top of their game at this very moment, but will they be walking out still the women's tag team champions? I cannot wait to see this matchup. Probably one of the bigger women's tag team championship matches of all time here in the series, and it's no better way to have it than the hottest night of the summer here at Summerslam. As the referee rings the bell, Trish Stratus accidentally clotheslining the referee like he actually owed him some money there. And now Becky Lynch, oh, big super kick to the midsection. Oh, and now Becky Lynch coming out with straight fire here right after Trish. A little bit of an armbar submission type of maneuver. Imagine if Trish has to tap out here early. But Trish is not going to go down too early. I mean, I guess you really never know how much damage Trish really had in that matchup against Asuka just a couple nights ago on Friday Night SmackDown. So, I mean, anything is possible, but I highly doubt it would be over and done with just yet. Trish trying to get this crowd here in Nashville to start firing up here, trying to get behind them here early. You got two fan favorite tag teams. It's probably a little bit hard for this crowd here in Nashville to really pick a tag team. Personally, you got two makeshift tag teams here. You got a WWE Hall of Famer tag team between Trish and Lita, and then you got two singles competitors coming together to make this women's tag team division a lot better. And both of the women, they're on top of their game in the terms of what they bring to the women's championship division on SmackDown. And I mean, maybe they can work that together. They've worked quite well as a tag team so far in the women's division, so we'll see how it's going to fare here tonight. As now Asuka and Trish back here tonight. Oh, big knee reversal, beautiful reversal, and now Trish going to make Asuka pay here. The strength and power, but no, Asuka right there to the back of the left knee. Gotta be very careful when you face off with a woman like Asuka. Just those brutal kicks. And Trish again, she had the upper hand Friday night, and once again carrying that momentum. Pinfall opportunity, but Asuka not going to go down. And I guarantee you, Rhea Ripley, the women's champion here tonight, is going to be watching this matchup very, very closely to really pick up on what she could pick up on, just to make sure Asuka, because Asuka's not going to be 100%. I can guarantee you that she will not be 100% heading in to that matchup later on tonight. So that's going to favor Rhea Ripley, but it doesn't necessarily mean, as look at Lita with a suicide dive, it doesn't necessarily mean Rhea Ripley's going to retain the championship. It just means Asuka won't be 100% in that match. Especially the longer this match goes, if Becky Lynch isn't the main competitor for this tag team. As look at Asuka coming after Trish, but again, Trish one step ahead of her in and outside of this matchup, as a beautiful Hurricane Rana takedown there, or head scissors, whatever you want to call it, big takedown. And now Asuka trying to crawl to Becky Lynch, but Lita blocking her and just taunting her. Lita and Trish are working quite well so far in this matchup, and have quite well dominated this matchup here as Becky Lynch breaks up that opportunity there. And for Lita and Trish, they just need to continue what their game plan was at this very moment and continue to work well with it. It's a big time takedown once again here from Lita. And Lita just continues to block off Asuka. Asuka's trying to get a tag to Becky Lynch, but it just has not worked out. And now, for Lita and Trish, keeping Asuka in this matchup the whole time is a great strategy. just in the terms of, you know, the more damage you do to her, you keep her in the middle of this ring. You're not, and you maybe even take out Becky Lynch in the process from her corner. You know, this is an easy title defense. Asuka now. Maybe gonna look for finally get a tag here after being dominated these last couple minutes for the most part. Or you should say this whole matchup here is a double elbow combination there, and now Becky. Oh, Trish actually gonna do the right thing. Becky Lynch though with her own suicide dive and takes out Trish here. Good back and forth matchup. A little bit here is, oh no, Lynch eating those steel steps. Trish now maybe set focus to Asuka here. Oh no. And down goes Asuka. I think Trish should have just focused on Becky Lynch there, but I guess, like I mentioned, more that you take out Asuka, it's going to be more of a 2-on-1 handicap match. Trish and Lita are going to be focusing on that. And oh, wait a minute, Becky Lynch, disarm her. Can she get applied? Yes, she will disarm her. The Trish Stratus. Will Trish have to tap out? Referee right there just to make sure if she happens to tap out, but Lita breaks it up, saving the day for the Women's Tag Team Champions here. And now Lita thrown off the top. And look at Becky just sending a message there to Lita. Like we mentioned, Asuka and Becky Lynch, multi-time Women's Champions here in the series. We're going to see, oh, wait a minute, hold on to that thought. A little bit of a stratisfaction guaranteed there. Beautiful maneuver there from Trish. Is that enough to retain the championships? No, Becky Lynch kicks out. But Becky Lynch and Asuka, multi-time Women's Champions here in the series. Becky Lynch focusing on the Women's Tag Team division with Asuka. Asuka, you know, kind of teaming up with Becky Lynch, but she's not necessarily looking away from the Women's Championship division, because obviously she does have that championship matchup against Rhea Ripley later on tonight. And I can't wait to see that. Despite Asuka not going to be 100% walking to that matchup, it's going to be one of those matches that very well could be a show stealer for sure. Becky Lynch all fired up here. Lita going to get tagged into the match though. Might be able to put away Becky Lynch if possible. But Lynch with the key reversal in this matchup. Big forearm strike. Becky Lynch starting to get herself going here. This is not what Lita wants here. It's an impressive over-the-head exploder suplex there. Uh-oh, another disarmer opportunity. And now, disarmer again now. This one on Lita. Will Lita have to tap out middle of the ring? Are we going to see no new champions? No, we will not. At least not yet. We still have plenty more still to come as a DDT takes down Lita. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, we have a United States Championship defense from Austin Theory. Takes on Carmelo Hayes. That matchup is certainly going to be a battle of the biggest up-and-coming superstars that we have here in the future of WWE. And you probably hate to say that about a man like Austin Theory, but he is very impressive as Lita kicks out at the very last second. Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes, certainly the future of WWE. Will Carmelo Hayes have his first main roster championship here? He is a former NXT champion, but tonight he's going to look to crown his first ever main roster championship here tonight at the biggest night of the summer. As, Lita, high risk. Becky Lynch trying to throw her off. But look at that frog splash there halfway across the ring. Is that enough? No. Strong kick out, and for Lita, she can't believe it, but for her, she took a good, 3-4 seconds there to really decide on what she wanted to do. Maybe she was thinking Swanton Bomb, kind of talked herself out of it, with it being a little bit more than halfway across the ring. Not saying that frog splash didn't do any damage, but certainly taking that time gave Asuka a couple seconds to recuperate. Where if Lita would have hit it right away, well, we could have seen, a win there. There's a little bit more of a stratisfaction guaranteed there from Trish Stratus. Pinfall right in front of Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch right there saving the day for their tag team. Now Trish gonna have to go to work here again, looking to continue the momentum. But Asuka with a big reversal, big strikes. It's gonna be very bad for Trish if she wants to get in a striking battle with Asuka. One of the most dangerous strikers in all of WWE is Asuka. You're gonna literally have to get in a different type of situation when you face off with Asuka, certainly. And for Rhea Ripley, she's gonna have to figure out what she needs to do as well. So here comes Becky Lynch. Oh, going for that jumping forearm strike. Trish now. Oh, big kick into another drop kick there. Becky Lynch missing out on an opportunity to put away Trish where Lita was taking out of the situation momentarily. We don't have a camera on Lita at the moment, but I'm assuming she'll be back up into the corner any time now. As look, a man, or almost like a rock bottom of sorts, pinfall. Referee is right there. Lita breaks it up. But I guess you could call it a Becky Lynch bottom or something. I don't know. But we'll just call it the rock bottom in this case. But we'll see if Becky Lynch will be able to capitalize. Gonna let Asuka get back inside this ring. And like I mentioned, the more times Asuka's in this matchup, it's gonna say that it's gonna favor Rhea Ripley later on tonight as that hip attack takes down Trish. But Asuka not gonna go for the pinfall. Uh-oh. I think she's maybe thinking the Asuka lock, maybe? Yep, she's going for the Asuka lock. The Asuka lock is applied. It is officially locked in. Middle of that ring. Will Trish have to tap out? Nowhere to go. Referee is literally right there just in case. But Lita breaks it up, saving Trish. If Lita was not there, you gotta believe this match is over. It took her a couple seconds to get herself in the ring, but certainly was able to break it up. As now Asuka dropping the big elbow across the chest there. Will that be enough? Pinfall opportunity, is this it? Oh, but Lita breaks it up. Becky Lynch wasn't able to take out Lita at that time. Now Becky Lynch and Lita gonna go at it as a running bulldog there takes down Asuka. Got ourselves a one-on-one situation at this moment. This is a do or die moment for Trish and Asuka. You gotta think the woman that's able to hit the next big time maneuver is gonna win this matchup here. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this twirling head scissors takedown there of Asuka. Asuka gonna roll, try to get herself up to her feet, but she eats a devastating clothesline. Can't really see where Lita or Becky Lynch is. I don't know if they're continuing to go at it here, but still a one-on-one situation temporarily. But Trish right now working on that knee. Could set up a possible submission hold here. Looks like Trish gonna try to help out Lita if she needed to, but looks like we got ourselves back to a normal tag team matchup. Trish now. Uh-oh. Trish gonna set her focus to Becky Lynch, which was probably not the best idea at that moment. Asuka back in the ring. And we still have two big-time women's matches tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You have, on the Raw side of things, a last woman standing match. Bianca Belair defends against Bayley. That matchup is going to be very, very brutal, and I don't know if the odds are going to be in Bianca Belair's favor in that last woman standing matchup. Also, you have Asuka. She'll be taking on Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. As look at that, Asuka with an impressive reversal, turning it into a powerbomb. Lita looking for maybe a Hurricane Rana, but Asuka was able to be one step ahead of her at that time. Here we go, pinfall, or I should say a tag opportunity. Here comes Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch from behind. Uh-oh, they look for that manhandle slam there to Lita. Is this going to be enough? But Trish is literally right there, breaking it up, and we get ourselves maybe at least a 1 count. Uh-oh, and now Lynch, Becky Lynch, gonna hit the disarmer once again in this matchup. Lita might have to tap out, but Trish once again breaking it and saving the day. And now, but Trish taken out of the situation. Becky Lynch is all fired up. She has to take down Lita right now. This is a perfect opportunity. Trish is down at ringside here. And now, look at that rock bottom. Rock bottom from Becky. Is this her time? 2, 3. Yes, it is. Becky Lynch and Asuka are the new women's tag team champions here at SummerSlam. What a back and forth matchup. Becky Lynch and Asuka digging down deep. Becky Lynch saving the day for their tag team, hitting that rock bottom, and puts away Lita. As we'll see these highlights throughout the matchup, but change at top of the women's tag team division. Asuka and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch finishing what she'd started, what her main goal was, and Becky Lynch and Asuka are the women's tag team champions. Now, will Asuka be 2 belts Asuka by the end of the night? We'll find out later on. We have the camera crew backstage here. Look, MVP, what the hell? Oh my goodness! Thrown off the top here. Who in the hell is this guy in this mask? Is MVP just taken out into that light switch thing? We are now in the parking lot. Wait, another masked individual. That's Omos. I can't tell if he was getting in or getting out of his vehicle here, but now MVP was just taken out, and it looks like Omos taken out by these 2 mystery attackers. What in the hell is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? A vicious assault here now, again by the shovel. Absolutely brutal and heinous assault here to the Hurt Business.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
I knew SummerSlam was going to be very hectic, very combustible, but what we're seeing right now is it's heinous assaults all over the place, especially backstage there. We saw a mystery attacker taking out MVP from the rafters, throwing him into one of those light displays or whatever that we have backstage there from what, probably like 20 feet, and then Omos getting in or getting out of his car, whatever it was, being attacked by another superstar or whoever the hell it was. And especially doing that with a damn shovel, attacking Omos. So MVP and Omos just taken out. I mean, I don't know what the hell. I don't even know what to say. It's just, you hate to see it. I mean, MVP not really more of a wrestler nowadays. Must be an easy target. And then Omos, out of everybody, that's the big man. So if you're Cedric and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Business, you got to be very careful. If they're in the building tonight, you got to get the hell out of, or these 2 people who assaulted Omos and MVP may be coming after them next. But we're going to talk about the United States Championship division now, as there is Austin Theory, Mr. United States Champion, the man that dethroned AJ Styles to become United States Champion, and this man is now defending his championship against Carmelo Hayes. Austin Theory and Bronson Reed would win their championships at the King of the Ring pay-per-view, and they have certainly targeted anybody and everybody on Monday Night Raw, and that might come back to bite them in the behind. Bronson Reed, he made short work of Santos Escobar earlier on tonight, but Austin Theory, he's taken on one of the futures of this business, that being Carmelo Hayes. Austin Theory has had his fair share of big-time matches in his career, especially with the likes of AJ Styles, Johnny Gargano, list goes on and on. But with a match against Carmelo Hayes, a superstar that we recently have gotten from NXT in a trade and everything like that, that was a couple months back. Since arriving, I mean, Carmelo Hayes has had some very impressive matches. And he's already won a #1 contenders matchup against Rey Mysterio, of all people, as well. And we know how confident Carmelo Hayes can be, especially that, just the self-assurance from him. very vocal about how good he is.
He is the WWE United States Champion, Austin Theory.
There is Austin Theory. Will he continue his reign as United States Champion tonight? It's a pivotal matchup. This is going to be the youngest United States Championship match in WWE history. I'll have to fact check that, but certainly two young superstars for this United States Championship. We've had a lot of big name champions over the years hold that championship. Gunther, Seth Rollins, John Cena, Rey Mysterio. List goes on and on. Referee rings the bell, and like I mentioned, a lot of former United States champions here in WWE, especially Roman Reigns, Dolph Ziggler, Apollo Crews, Rusev. The list goes on and on at the future, or I should say the past United States Championship holders. And like I mentioned, we already had John Cena, Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio. So many big-time superstars have held that championship. Even Gunther has held that championship as well. AJ Styles. You know, the championship, you don't have to always go after the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship. You can go after those other championships and make it as prestigious or even more prestigious than the actual major championships. As Austin Theory just busted open just moments ago here. Carmelo Hayes looking to steal a victory here early, but Theory is able to kick out. Very rare where you see superstars able to bust open their opponent early on in this matchup, and is a running knee. Man, Carmelo Hayes coming out here with a mission, coming right after Theory here. Gonna focus on that left knee. Austin Theory, I mean, you can honestly say he could be in trouble right now. He's not able to get any offense started here. He's busted open. He's down on his luck at this very moment. And maybe this is his game plan. Let Carmelo Hayes use all of his energy early on here, and then Theory could very well steal the matchup later on. You just never know. But again, Carmelo Hayes is just one step ahead of Theory here. As I look at Carmelo Hayes going for that plancha, didn't work out in his favor. And now Theory going for his own maneuver. Both men getting a little bit sloppy here with their high-risk maneuvers, and that's why it's called high risk, ladies and gentlemen. High risk, high reward. Yes, if you're able to hit it, it's going to definitely help yourself out, but if you miss out on it, it's definitely going to hurt you and possibly hurt your chances of winning the matchup or a championship if there's a championship on the line. Uh-oh, roll through. Oh, nice enziguri to the side of the skull there of Austin Theory. Carmelo Hayes looking great tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's a former NXT champion for a reason. One of the top guys there in NXT before they got traded over here to Monday Night Raw. Referee at a 7. Carmelo Hayes is going to look to continue to dominate this matchup. Oh, roll through. Oh, gonna go for that single leg submission here. Carmelo Hayes could tap out. I don't know if there's enough damage, though, being done to that left knee in this matchup, and he's able to fight out of it momentarily. Theory now back up to his feet. Hayes, though, oh my goodness! Impaler DDT spiking him right on his head. Theory is in trouble. That blood is flowing right now. Just that open cut, it just is a bad spot to be. As, wait a minute, oh, we've seen this before from Carmelo Hayes. Reverse leg drop there to Theory. This is Carmelo Hayes' match to win at this very moment. Very last second. Theory grabbing the bottom rope, and Carmelo Hayes cannot believe it. And I don't blame him. I mean, this matchup has been completely one-sided from Carmelo Hayes. And surprisingly, Theory has just not been able to figure out something out. Theory, here comes Theory, waking up a little bit. Both men face to face. As we still have plenty more still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. Hold on, Theory. No, jawbreaker them from Carmelo. We have the OC defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against Imperium and Alpha Academy later on tonight. Here we go, pinfall opportunity. Is this enough? 1, 2. No, Theory kicks out at 2.5. And oh, wait a minute. Carmelo Hayes. Frog splash, but he misses. And of course, Theory's going to just eat this up right now. Probably not the best idea, and he gets hit with a springboard drop kick. Theory definitely deserved that. And now, Carmelo Hayes. Oh no, this ain't good. Oh, swinging neck breaker. Carmelo Hayes still not done after hitting that swinging neck breaker. Man, Theory is just getting dominated, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment. Look at that blood, especially that left side. We are witnessing one hell of a matchup here. And Carmelo Hayes, oh my goodness! Spiking Theory on his head. Holy hell. Oh my goodness, man. This is turned out to be an absolute brutal fight. Super kick there to the temple. He hit all that bad boy into a jumping kick. Austin Theory is in trouble right now. Tosses Theory back inside the ring. Carmelo Hayes telling him to stay down, and I don't blame him. This matchup is Carmelo Hayes' match to win. And Carmelo Hayes, he is absolutely feeling this up, ladies and gentlemen. This matchup is. I'm surprised he's still moving. If I'm were to be honest with you, is a big reversal from Theory. Oh, and a super kick. Hey, sure had all of that. And now, wait a minute. Is Hayes? Oh, I was gonna say, is Hayes thinking about a possible leg drop? Be a perfect moment for that leg drop to maybe try and put away. To try to put away Austin Theory there. So, wait a minute. Telling Theory to get up to his feet. I don't know if this is the best idea here. Carmelo Hayes slits the leg drop to the outside. Was it worth it? Was it worth it from Carmelo Hayes? And the crowd is telling him one more time. This might be the moment where Austin Theory loses his United States Championship tonight. As now Theory getting his head bashed in there. Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh, big reversal from Austin Theory now. And we'll see if Theory can get himself going now. As he throws Carmelo Hayes into the barricade there, but he misses with a big missing strike there. Oh, big reversal from Theory. Oh, big jumping strike there. Now Carmelo Hayes realizing it. And he realizes to win this matchup, he's going to have to obviously put Austin Theory in the back inside the ring there and put him away. Oh, and a big elbow from Theory. I think Carmelo Hayes is trying to do too much necessarily and try and put him through the table, which he doesn't need to do. Oh, goodness. Again, just Hayes is trying to toss him back inside the ring, but he loves to eat that steel post there. Carmelo Hayes trying to maybe get this crowd behind him. This is his moment. Especially hitting that leg drop to the outside, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brutal. And another jump kick there. Austin Theory is in trouble. Especially look at all that blood just dropping down the face. Well, it's about halfway across the ring. I don't know. Looks like Carmelo Hayes realizing that there. And now Hayes. Carmelo Hayes swinging neck breaker, laying waste to the United States champion. But again, taking way too much time. And certainly Theory's down and out. Why is he not going for the pinfall is my question here. It's a brutal drop kick there from Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes down and out. Or I should say Austin Theory down and out. Now Carmelo gonna try to go after him momentarily. I don't know if this is... I mean, he should have just went for the pinfall already, but certainly just taking his time. Oh, Theory finally getting something now. Oh, and then a jump kick there. That certainly will help the favor of Austin Theory momentarily. And now Theory, oh my goodness, getting hit with a body slam to the apron. Both men need to start getting back inside the ring here. Theory getting tossed back in. I don't know how much more this man can honestly take. But again, just look at this. Carmelo Hayes just being very confident here. Oh, big time. Moving out of the way of Austin Theory. And oh my goodness, what a punch. This could be a pivotal moment here. Theory now. We saw this earlier. Vicious neck breaker. And now Theory. Is he going to put away Carmelo Hayes? No, he missed out on whatever he was trying to set up. But this time, he doesn't miss. Hey, down. Will Austin Theory retain his championship tonight? Yes, he does. Austin Theory is still your United States champion. A hell of a back and forth brutal affair tonight. Theory busted wide open, but towards the end of the matchup, the neck breaker, he was going for something else, didn't hit it right away, but the A-Town down to Mr. Carmelo Hayes. Hayes put on a hell of a fight. There was multiple times in the matchup where he should have went for the pinfall, but he elected to continue to destroy Theory, and he would ultimately regret it as Austin Theory retains his United States Championship tonight. Bronson Reed and Grayson Waller absolutely got to love what they're seeing with the retainment of Theory.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. That is for the WWE European Championship.
And here we go. European Championship is on the line. The Judgment Day's Damian Priest looks to regain his championship. He was already a big factor in tonight's affair where the Intercontinental Championship Finn Balor would outlast LA Knight due to Damian Priest getting involved and saving the day of Finn Balor. And so from what we understand, LA Knight is still getting checked out backstage. A lot of bruising, especially when getting hit with that 1916 on the chair on the outside there. Hopefully LA Knight will be a lot better, but we'll see how this is going to fare for Damian Priest. He's got Dominic Mysterio. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, from what I understand, have really taken Dominic Mysterio behind the scenes and really kind of taken them into a parent role, if that makes sense. You know, Dominic and Rhea have been here for a little bit. Dominic has been here for a couple years, but not as long. But Damian Priest, he has held that European Championship multiple times, if I remember correctly, and he's looking to hold it one more time here, but he's going to have to go through Robert Roode. Robert Roode recently losing to Dominic Mysterio here on SmackDown, so the Judgment Day certainly have the advantage in this matchup, but the thing is, will it come to fruition? Will it happen again? Will all of the Judgment Day come out with the championships tonight? And if you guys remember correctly, a couple SummerSlams ago, this man, Robert Roode, would take the WWE Championship away from Randy Orton to become the new WWE Champion. This man is trying to get back to that superstar that he was back then, which he was on the top of his game coming from NXT, former NXT Champion. Made his roster debut on the main roster on SmackDown, would go on to win the WWE Championship away from Randy Orton at SummerSlam. And, you know, ever since then, you know, people may be calling it more of a major drop-off, but he would be in a tag team with Dolph Ziggler. That, you know, I mean, it kind of went somewhere, didn't really go too well. Dolph Ziggler would ultimately turn his back, as he normally is pretty good at here in the series, turning his back on any teammate that he has. But from what Robert Roode has said, he's feeling on a whole different level. And winning that European Championship, he wants to make that championship very, very prestigious. He wants to hold it for a very long time. And he wants to put the Judgment Day in his rearview mirror and give these other competitors a chance at this championship. But can Robert Roode once again defeat Damian Priest to keep the championship around his waist. This sure is going to be a hectic match for Robert Roode, certainly. And if you guys are new to the SmackDown side of things, we've seen recently where Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest actually took out Carlito and Bad Bunny a couple weeks ago. Bad Bunny is here tonight. He's supposed to have a concert here tonight. Have not seen him backstage though, so he's presumably probably getting ready for his concert.
From New York, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
And just the arrogance just oozing off Damian Priest at the moment.
And his opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds. He is the WWE European Champion, the Glorious Robert Roode.
Glorious Robert Roode, ladies and gentlemen. Can Robert Roode get it done tonight here at SummerSlam? Like I mentioned, those massive memories Robert Roode has at SummerSlam. Can it all come to fruition a couple years later when he has that European Championship around his waist? Can he keep it and continue his reign as champion? Or will Damian Priest get another championship reign in him, as I believe this would be his third championship reign if he were to win tonight? Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Damian Priest, Robert Roode. As now, wait a minute. Oh, devastating backbreaker to kick us off here. Why not? And I think for Damian Priest, he's certainly going to be loving what Dominic Mysterio did to Robert Roode on Friday Night SmackDown by beating him. And maybe he saw some flaws in Robert Roode's game. But anything is still possible. You're able to watch your opponent, kind of watch game tape and really see what exactly, okay, hey, they should have done this a little bit slower at this time. Oh, hey, I saw him tweak his knee at, let's say, 3 minutes into his matchup. Oh, let me focus on that. So it's always something you got to keep an eye on, as the referee inadvertently taken out by both men there. Nice snap suplex there from Roode. We'll see if the referee being taken out there just moments ago will take any time off a possible pinfall here momentarily. As here we go, Robert Roode gonna go for the pinfall, but there is a rope break. Roode saying, come on now, but Damian Priest gonna make him pay with taking too much time to get the crowd behind him here. It's been a hectic night so far. Like I mentioned, Finn Balor defeating LA Knight with the help of Damian Priest. Damian Priest coming out here making a big show of everything, coming out here and beating him. We also have new SmackDown Women's Tag Team Champions, Becky Lynch and Asuka. Asuka has a championship matchup later on once again as she challenges for the Women's Championship that Rhea Ripley currently holds. As a pinfall opportunity by Robert Roode, but not able to get it done. Especially that Karrion Kross Brock Lesnar matchup, that was one hell of a matchup as well. A lot of back and forth in that matchup. Probably one of the better no holds barred matches that we've seen in a very, very long time. Question is, what is going to be next for Karrion Kross after defeating Brock Lesnar technically twice now? Once in the King of the Ring tournament, and now once beating him at SummerSlam. As now, big Uranagi, the spinning power slam there, takes down Priest. Could that be enough to put him away permanently? No. And look at Robert Roode, he cannot believe it. No, Damian Priest with a big haymaker, and oh no, he's gonna try to choke him out. But luckily for Roode, there is a lovely rope break saving the day momentarily. As now Roode, focusing on that right knee, that will definitely help. I think if Roode does focus on those legs in this matchup, this very well could, affect the game of Damian Priest with his power game, certainly. As Roode just choking out Damian Priest, you got to be very aggressive when it comes to those types. It's Dominic Mysterio trying to block Robert Roode there momentarily, but so far not getting too involved in this matchup. But as soon as I do say that, I'm sure very well he could get involved at any time. And now Roode go for that swinging neck breaker, just little by little, affecting this matchup as much as he can. I'm sure the rest of the SmackDown roster does not want to see Damian Priest holding that championship once again here. This makes the Judgment Day even more dangerous as a spine buster there out of nowhere takes down Damian Priest. Is Robert Roode moments away from putting away Priest? No. Priest now. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Damian Priest. One-arm choke slam. Is that gonna be it? 2. No. Roode kicks out of nowhere. Impressive back and forth matchup here. Damian Priest with a flatliner takes down the champ. Roode is busted open. Damian Priest with the momentum. Uh-oh. Damian Priest one arm. Choke slam again. And wait, Carlito from behind. Carlito from behind. Referee breaking up the account now. Looked like Damian Priest very well could have been walking out with the European Championship, and now Dominic Mysterio getting attacked by Carlito outside here. If you guys remember, a couple weeks ago on SmackDown, we saw the vicious assault, the backstabber there from Carlito. And wait a minute, Damian Priest sees Bad Bunny over here. Bad Bunny, we all know he has a concert coming up here very soon. Robert Roode out there just trying to deal with what he has right now. This is going to be even more deadly here. Damian Priest over the top rope. He just took out. But wait a minute. Roode. Gonna go for the pump handle slam. Roode. Is he going to retain the championship here? Roode from behind. Uh-oh. Gonna look to hit the glorious DDT. There. Is that gonna be enough? Pinfall. 2, 3. Robert Roode retains the European Championship. You can thank that to Carlito and Mr. Bad Bunny. Holy cow. It was a great match, but we saw, thankfully, Carlito and Bad Bunny saving the day for Robert Roode, and Roode retains with the help tonight. Hopefully that means the Judgment Day have something else to focus on, and that is Carlito and Bad Bunny.
The following contest is a last woman standing match and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
And now, you heard it correctly, the first ever Queen's Crown winner will be challenging Bianca Belair in a last woman standing matchup. This all came to be when Bianca Belair was pissed off a couple weeks ago after what Bayley did to her the week before by laying her out. Bianca Belair wanted to get her hands on Bayley, but Bayley, the smart woman that she is, saying, hey, you know what, you want to fight, you'll get a fight, but you're going to have it with Io and Dakota Kai. And she even added a stipulation: if Dakota Kai and Io Sky and Dakota Kai defeated Bianca Belair, Bayley would be able to pick the stipulation. But if Bianca somehow won that handicap match, Bianca would pick the stipulation. But Io and Dakota Kai were able to defeat Bianca Belair, and that's when Bayley decided to make it a last woman standing matchup. Bayley has been champion here before. She was champion walking out of WrestleMania by defeating Charlotte Flair, continued her reign, but Bianca Belair didn't wait any longer. She cashed in the night after WrestleMania, and it was awesome. She's been champion ever since the night after WrestleMania, but will it continue in this last woman standing matchup here live in Nashville? As here comes your Women's World Champion. She has been a great ambassador for this Raw brand, and even more terrific superstar. Continues to be one of the top superstars here on Monday Night Raw, and I think she's starting to come into her own. Ever since just before WrestleMania, she was getting there, and then won that Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania, and now she's just starting to get her groove going. Despite losing that handicap match recently, I think Bianca Belair is just going to do just fine. And we'll see how her reign is going to continue past SummerSlam if she's able to get that far. But we all know Bayley. She's going to be one conceiving, dirty type of superstar to do any type of thing to make sure she walks out as champion. So if you're Bianca Belair, you got to be absolutely ready for that. As there it is, the Women's World Championship.
Introducing the challenger from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Bayley's been very dominant lately. Can she continue it?
And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, she is the WWE Women's World Champion, Bianca Belair.
Can Bianca Belair continue her reign past SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen? It is a perfect time. It is going to be brutal, very physical. It is all for that Women's World Championship. Will the first ever Queen's Crown winner, Bayley, be able to dig down deep and steal a victory tonight over Bianca Belair and become the next Women's World Champion? Or will Bianca be able to outlast her tough challenge? Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Bianca Belair versus Bayley for the World Championship, as both women be getting very, very physical here. Bayley with impressive back and forth here. Oh my goodness. And then from behind. Absolutely brutal. These women are. Anything goes in this last woman standing matchup is a running punt kick. Shades of Randy Orton there, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brutal. As Bayley continues to go on the offensive. Absolutely brutal here. And this is where it starts favoring Bayley here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start to just dissect her opponent. She's the first ever Queen's Crown tournament winner for a reason. Made it to the finals at the King of the Ring tournament. Would end up defeating Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox missed Money in the Bank there on SmackDown. As, man, Bayley just taking it to the champion right now. This is not good if you're the champ right now. Oh, and a big elbow drop. And now Bayley has Bianca Belair down and out at this very moment. Can Bayley... Oh, now Bayley telling her to get up to her feet now. She realizes this is not going to be that easy to put away Bianca. And then a big old clothesline just for good measure. And uh-oh, Bayley to belly. Bayley to belly. Absolutely brutal there. And look at these big old haymakers from Bayley. Oh my, look at these. Absolutely brutal. But now, here comes Bianca. Oh, and then a big old boot there from Bianca Belair. This matchup is getting very, very physical between these women here. Oh my goodness. I think for Bianca Belair, I think she's finally woken up now after being taken to the woodshed here early. Because Bayley was landing some good shots and even was able to connect with that Bayley to belly here. Reverse front slam takes down Bayley. And then, nice splash to the midsection. This ain't gonna be good. Oh, she got the knees up. The knees up there from Bayley. And now gonna look to capitalize with a clothesline. Absolutely brutal. Oh no, this ain't good. What is Bayley thinking here? No good deeds are coming from Bayley. Powerbombing her on the apron, and oh my goodness. Absolutely brutal. Bianca Belair eating a bunch of damage here. Bayley, she just is not done with Bianca at any cost in this matchup here. Oh no. No. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is what Bianca Belair does not want. But Bayley has her in a perfect position.
Referee is at a 3. Uh-oh. She wants to end this very, very slowly. And again. Holy cow, man. Oh my goodness, right to the ribs as well. Bianca Belair may rue the day that she ran into Bayley. Referee right there on her, saying right on their accounts. But now a Bayley to belly. Certainly not the best feeling in the world to be taking one of those. As a brutal clothesline as well. Bayley has been on fire tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brutal onslaught attack by Bayley here tonight. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What is Bayley thinking? She has Bianca on the table. Technically, the ref could count here, but deciding not to. Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. Bayley with the Macho Man elbow drop. Holy crap. You got to be kidding me. Bianca Belair being taken out here. Can Bianca get herself up here? She is in trouble. 7. Are we going to see a new champ? 8. Oh, Bayley, come on. You had the championship won. That is Bayley for you, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. Right on the broken announce table, she's decided to continue to lay waste to Bianca Belair. This is a vicious, vicious assault. This feels like this is more of a singled out attack here than anything here. And now Bianca Belair over the top. How is she getting this energy, ladies and gentlemen? You gotta be kidding me. Uh-oh. And now Bianca Belair with a different variation of a glam slam there to Bayley. This match up is being very, very unpredictable between both of these women. Holy cow. Oh, Bayley put Bianca through a table once, and now it is time for Bayley possibly to go through one. Bianca has her up. Spinning sit-out powerbomb. Holy crap. Bianca Belair laying waste to the contender. Will somehow, some way, that be enough to put away Bayley tonight? Referee at a 6. Oh no, but Bayley's stirring up to her feet. And I don't think Bianca Belair can honestly believe it. It's not one of those things that you can just easily get up from, but I think for the only reason Bayley's been able to actually get up to her feet is due to the damage that Bayley's been able to do to Bianca Belair in the first place tonight. Absolute brutal assault from both of these women. Oh my goodness! You could hear that from the cheap seats. Oh my goodness! Absolutely brutal. And, oh wait a minute. Bianca looking to end it here. Oh my goodness. K-O-D. That has to be it. Will it be enough though? I think Bayley is down and out, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be it. Bianca Belair even believes it's done. Referee is now at a 7. Is this it? 9. The referee just hit the 9 count. Bayley rolling out of the ring here. And now Dakota Kai from behind. This is what I'm talking about. The numbers game here. And now Bayley is going to have some perfect time here to recuperate. You can't really see her from the camera view, but she's at least up to where she won't be counted out. Or I should say, be
the referee won't have to be prompt any possible counting in this last woman's standing matchup. As oh no, Dakota Kai has her up. Big kick. Kick to the face. But look at Bianca Belair rolling out of the ring. Dakota Kai looking to fly. Oh, the stomp to the midsection. Absolutely brutal. Referee trying to tell them to stop it. This is the other one of the other referees that are out here. We just had the female referee out here, but now trying to just stop this brutal onslaught. And we just finally put these dang tables back up, thankfully. But we're just witnessing an onslaught attack from Dakota Kai here. Oh my goodness. Everything looks finally okay here at ringside, and it looked like Bianca Belair was going to retain her championship, but of course the numbers game of damage control comes to fruition here against Bianca Belair. And again, brutal attack after brutal attack. How isn't this kendo stick breaking yet? Oh my goodness. Finally broken, but Bianca Belair eating brutal kendo shots there. And now, oh my goodness, what a brutal kick there, and Dakota Kai not done yet. This is just absolutely horrendous, ladies and gentlemen. And now Dakota Kai laying waste to Bianca Belair. And wait a minute, Io Sky snuck in the ring! The genius of the sky laying waste to Bianca Belair. And this is essentially going to give Bayley a free win here. Not again. Io Sky, the genius of the sky, one more time, and why not? This match has been absolutely brutal as Io lays waste to Bianca Belair. Yeah, Bayley just eating this up, just realizing what Dakota Kai and Bianca Belair is down and out as Io Sky and Dakota Kai just laid waste to Bianca Belair. She's barely going to get up to her feet here. Oh, but Bayley, oh, she wants to put a final explanation point on this lovely matchup here. Down goes Bianca. This is a damn shame. This is not how I was expecting Bianca Belair's championship reign to end, especially here at SummerSlam in this type of situation. But this is what Bayley thought of, and Bayley is your new Women's World Heavyweight Champion. We saw that throughout the night. Bianca Belair down and out, and Bayley walks out the new Women's World Champion. All came full circle. Bianca Belair cashing the night after WrestleMania all the way up to SummerSlam. Bayley now has the championship back around her waist.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
Man, this has been one crazy night. The unexpectedness of everything going on tonight. Now you guys have a champion versus champion matchup between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. And hopefully this matchup does not go down like we just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen. As you see Asuka coming out here with her newly won Women's Tag Team Championship. As earlier tonight, Asuka and Becky Lynch dethroned Trish and Lita. Now tonight, Asuka is looking to walk out with that Women's WWE Championship. And like I said, I'm hoping we don't have a scenario that we just had to deal with. The numbers game was just way too much for Bianca Belair to deal with. And until that numbers game is figured out for Bianca Belair, I believe this is I don't know if there's anyone can that beat Bailey at the numbers game. So Bianca Belair is going to have to find some friends back there, which she should know some people back there. But until Bianca Belair is able to figure out some numbers game or something to kind of even the odds, I don't know if Bianca Belair is going to be able to get her Women's World Championship back. And we'll see if numbers game will be coming to a head in this matchup. As you see, Becky Lynch is not coming out here. I'm assuming probably Asuka told Becky to stay in the back. But hopefully, for Asuka's sake, we don't have the whole Judgment Day coming out here for this matchup. And certainly Asuka's not going to be 100% going into this matchup. But we'll see if the women's champion will be able to take out Asuka and make sure that it was not even make a sweat out of it, if you know what I mean. Rhea Ripley going to certainly bring that brutality here tonight. Let's look at that women's championship right around her waist, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brutal champion here on SmackDown, and this is going to be one of her toughest tests as the women's champion here on SmackDown. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, one half of the women's tag team champions, versus Rhea Ripley, ladies and gentlemen. How do you guys think this is going to fare? This is going to be a slugfest, an all-out war. It's not a last woman standing matchup, but certainly this wrestling match is going to be very physical. And it's going to come to a head right here, right now. Can Rhea do it to make sure she continues her reign as women's champion here, or Asuka be able to walk out as Asuka 2 belts? I mean, this matchup is so hard to call, honestly, just in the terms of with how good both of these women are. I mean, Asuka, we know how very physical she has been over the years. Rhea Ripley starting to come into a groove right now. But we'll see how it's going to fare tonight with this women's championship on the line.
Introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
Let's go, Asuka.
And her opponent from Adelaide, Australia, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley gonna be bringing the pain tonight, but will the pain be too much to put away Asuka? Like I mentioned, Asuka's not going to be 100% in this matchup, but even at 100%, not at 100%, I think Asuka has still a good chance of winning this match. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Women's Championship. It is on the line tonight. Here we go, Asuka, Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. Referee rings the bell. We are underway. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Two of the must-see women that we have here. I mean, obviously you could also add Becky Lynch and whatnot to that list, but certainly two of the biggest women at this very moment going at it live here at SummerSlam. This is a normal wrestling match between both these women. Pinfall or submission has to be in the middle of this ring. Countouts are still possible, you just never know, but disqualifications are there as well, so we'll see if Rhea Ripley has to do any shenanigans to keep her championship tonight. As Rhea Ripley back and forth, ooh, brutal chop there, and now just going to stomp away right there on the ribs of Asuka. Stomping a mud hole right inside the soul of Asuka right there as Rhea Ripley. Pinfall, but a strong kick out at 1. So right now, the SmackDown side of things, you got currently Cody Rhodes still the undisputed champion. We'll see if that will be changing by the end of this SummerSlam pay-per-view. Also, we saw Robert Roode retain his championship with the help of Carlito and Bad Bunny as a frog splash missed as Asuka able to move out the way. Also earlier on tonight, on the SmackDown side of things, Karrion Kross defeated Brock Lesnar And Finn Balor retained his Intercontinental Championship with the help of Damian Priest. Still to come tonight on the SmackDown side of things, we still have a massive matchup. Braun Strowman versus Edge. Rivalry comes to an end tonight. We'll see how that fares. And from what we understand, there's going to be a Judgment Day get-together after Edge's matchup. It will be turned into more of a celebration if Edge wins his matchup against Braun Strowman. But even if Edge happens to lose tonight, the get-together still is going to be happening inside the ring. We'll see how that's going to fare. Kind of see what exactly the Judgment Day have set up for Edge. From what I understand, it is a celebration of Edge's career as he inches closer to 25 years in this business. As Asuka gonna go high risk, big elbow to the middle of that back, and Asuka might be able to steal one here, middle of the ring. Referee trying to make sure he's in the right position there, as Rhea able to kick out at 1. I think Asuka certainly gets a 2 count out of that if the referee wasn't waiting so long. As Asuka with the submission hold here, but Rhea Ripley being saved by her long legs there, touching the bottom rope. Big kicks from Asuka here. We saw this earlier on tonight to Trish and Lita, as down goes Rhea. Are we about to see a new women's champion? 2. No, Rhea able to kick out at 2.5. Absolutely brutal. And going for a belly to belly. Oh, look at an eye rake there from Rhea Ripley. That's Rhea Ripley for you, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna dig down to where she has to stoop so low in a matchup to make sure she retains a championship. You hate to see it, but that's what the Judgment Day is all about. And now Rhea. Oh, look at this. Transitioning it into a suplex position. Oh, look at that. That is strength. That is power. That is all of Rhea Ripley there. Not many superstars can really do something like that. As a standing drop kick there from Rhea. Women's World Champion gonna roll on the ring, really figure out what she needs to do, but a plancha. Oh, but Rhea Ripley landing on her tailbone there. That is not gonna be feeling too good whatsoever. And once this matchup concludes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a first ever matchup in singles action. It is the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. He is in action against AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. As not only tonight is American Alpha, or I should say Alpha Academy, pardon me. It reminds me so much of American Alpha with the Alpha Academy. But with Alpha Academy and the OC, they are in action later on tonight as well, with Imperium being in that matchup as well. So a lot of tag team action on display tonight for those Raw Tag Team Championships. Asuka and Rhea Ripley continuing to go at it here at ringside. Here comes Rhea. As, oh my goodness, right off the corner. Brutal suplex there from Rhea. And now Rhea Ripley, thankfully, she didn't have to, but she broke up where this matchup could have ended in a count out. She certainly could have very well done it, but for our sake and all the fans' sake, she decided to actually give them something they actually wanted to make sure this matchup continues. As, oh no, she's stealing the Asuka lock. The Asuka lock. Rhea Ripley disrespecting Asuka here, stealing her own damn finisher. Imagine if she makes Asuka tap out here tonight. How crazy would that be? Disrespectful is Rhea Ripley. And we all know Rhea Ripley's disrespectful, but to dig down even lower, to steal Asuka's own finishing maneuver, that's absolutely crazy. As all that nice suplex, will this be enough? Yes, it is. Asuka is now your new women's world champion. Holy cow. Absolutely brutal matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And Asuka now is Asuka 2 belts here on SmackDown. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. What a historic moment now, as Asuka now holds the Women's World Championship and the Women's Tag Team Championship. And now we get to our dream matchup here at SummerSlam. The Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle is here, and he looks to continue to be in phenomenal shape. We saw Kurt Angle in a big six-man tag recently, a couple weeks ago. It was the OC with AJ Styles taking on Kurt Angle and Alpha Academy. Kurt Angle's team would pick up the win, and we'll see if it's going to continue tonight. Can Kurt Angle pick up a massive win over AJ Styles? And we were able to briefly sit down with Kurt Angle earlier tonight, and we had a bunch of other questions, but one question that we were able to ask him is, is Kurt Angle asking Kurt Angle if this is just a one-off, or does he plan on having more matches here on Raw? And he said, well, the future will tell, time will tell. We'll see how this matchup with AJ Styles goes tonight. And which, I completely understand it. A man that's a WWE Hall of Famer, he kind of wants to see where his body's going to be going in a match with AJ Styles, which is certainly one of the best that we've seen here in WWE. AJ Styles has had some massive wins here on Raw, SmackDown. It does not matter what brand it is. At this moment, he is on Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles has held so many championships, anything from the Universal, the WWE Championship, the United States Championship. Former Mr. Money in the Bank is AJ Styles. AJ Styles is one of those superstars that you can consistently rely on in those big-time matches, and having his good old OC buddies Gallows and Anderson back certainly even made him better, and, well, it certainly put a target on his back, and that being Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle doesn't believe that AJ Styles should be dealing with the likes of Austin Theory, who is the current United States champion, and Theory is actually the one that took the United States championship away from AJ Styles. Kurt Angle believes that the Phenomenal One should be in the main event matches, challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship, not dealing with the other championships that are not as prestigious as the World Championship. As the referee rings the bell, it's just one of those things when you think about it that, Kurt, we understand that certainly AJ Styles should be in the main event all the time and, be challenging for that, but, that case doesn't always happen. And there's nothing wrong with challenging for the United States Championship or the United Kingdom Championship or any championships you want, especially with, if you're one of those superstars that wants to build up certain championships. You don't always have to go after the main championship, the main world championship. You can go after other championships in other directions and make it, like I mentioned, as prestigious as you want it to be. And there's always a saying that, the championship makes the person, or the person makes the championship. And, I would say the person makes the championship, honestly, depending on who you are. Because, if you're a man that wants to defend that championship with grit every single week and, make it a workers' championship, then a lot of people are going to be more respectful. But if you're going to be one of those superstars that doesn't defend his championship every week, or, does it every couple months, or, will do his, try to screw over his opponent every single night type of thing, then yeah, not many people are going to respect you as a brutal facebuster takedown. And almost like an STFU situation. There's Angle with a big kick to the side of the head. And look at Kurt Angle talking some mad stuff there to AJ Styles, telling him to stay down here as Styles. Kurt Angle just too much there, too much weight there when he picked up Angle. Not calling Angle fat or anything, but just how AJ Styles picked him up may have tweaked something in his back. And certainly I believe that Kurt Angle may be a little bit bigger in the terms of weight-wise, but certainly it shouldn't matter. And both these men are pretty strong. As pinfall opportunity here, will this be enough? Kurt Angle at the very last second grabbed the bottom rope. I don't know if the referee necessarily saw that. As now going to go for a scoop slam. No, Kurt Angle one step ahead of him. This is one of those matches that you love to see, ladies and gentlemen, especially in this spot, middle of the card. Two talent that have done it all. Kurt Angle going from Raw General Manager, finally coming back. He's a manager for Alpha Academy. As now look at this, almost an Olympic slam from the second rope, taking it to AJ Styles. Is this enough? 2. No, Styles kicks out at 2.5. And what Kurt Angle mentioned before when we talked to him, he said we'll see how this matchup goes, if he plans on making this a one-and-done situation or if he's going to, stay around a while and, do bigger things. Imagine if Kurt Angle were to ever get in that World Championship picture, how that would be for this Raw roster. Big haymakers from Kurt Angle, trying to take it to AJ Styles. AJ Styles trying to go for probably a springboard maneuver of all things. But Kurt right now in control right now, and certainly is looking in phenomenal shape, and looks like he's not lost a single step when it comes to in-ring action at this very moment. Nice drop kick there from AJ. Can AJ get something going right now? Like I mentioned, Kurt has been one step ahead of him this whole entire time. So this is where AJ needs to figure out, a certain thing, a high-risk maneuver, or do some damage at ringside, or figure out something with your game plan to really change this momentum around. As now Styles has Kurt up. Oh, this ain't gonna be good. Arm drag takedown halfway across the ring. Will that be enough to put away Kurt Angle? But no, strong kick out at 1. Uh-oh, Styles now gonna go for the calf killer. The calf killer is applied, but obviously not enough to put down Kurt Angle, and Styles signaling the end is near. I think maybe he's thinking maybe a phenomenal forearm there, but not gonna work out just yet. And look at Kurt, the WWE Hall of Famer, doing the right thing, rolling out of the ring. At least you think so, as he gets hit with a springboard suicide phenomenal forearm, takes down Kurt Angle, and all of a sudden, well, at least at the moment, AJ Styles was with the momentum, but Kurt Angle once again able to change up the direction of this matchup. And Kurt's not even going after AJ, as once again, as soon as I say something, they do the opposite. But Kurt Angle was doing the right thing. He necessarily didn't have to go right after his opponent. He took some time to recuperate this matchup, get himself some more energy. As now Kurt going to work on that head and face area here. This is not the place you want to be if you're AJ at this very moment. As Kurt Angle just mocking this crowd right here in Nashville. A little bit of back and forth between both men, but they need to get back inside this ring though. We want to have ourselves a count out. Referee out of 5. Be ashamed to see these guys put on an absolute slugfest just for it to end in a count out. Back and forth we go. Oh, throwing him over the top there. It's AJ Styles realizing that we're getting close to a count out. AJ Styles breaks it up. Kurt Angle still not in the ring just yet, but now looks like both men are heading back in here. We're going to have a winner and a loser, almost like a code breaker of sorts, but he hits the roll through of it. Oh, and Kurt Angle fired up here. Pele kicked to Kurt Angle low. AJ Styles might be able to take down Kurt as he hits a fireman's carry reversal though. Impressive matchup between both men. Kurt Angle showing that wrestling prowess here. Kurt, what's he thinking? For a minute, it looks like he may have been trying to go for an ankle lock, but it seems like AJ's really kind of being very finicky and rolling around to where Kurt really can't focus on it. As you're seeing right now, Kurt Angle slowing down the pace to make sure AJ stays down so he can focus maybe getting on that ankle. As Kurt Angle, what is he thinking now? He's going to swoop that leg. Yes, he's going to try to snap the ankle of AJ Styles. AJ Styles, middle of the ring. Will he have to tap out? He has that ankle so twisted at this moment. Kurt might have AJ Styles to tap out here.
Referee is right there to make sure if AJ were to tap out. Nowhere to go. AJ Styles able to get out of it. But how much damage is done to that left ankle? Oh my goodness. The knee taken out of Kurt Angle. Now both men are going to have bad ankles and bad knees. And now another calf killer. But it didn't work out in the favor once again with the rope break. What else can these gentlemen do in this matchup? Hit their biggest maneuvers and it still has not been enough to put away the opponent. Man, that swinging neck breaker was enough. Both men tearing down the house. Look at this Olympic slam from the second rope. And there's that calf killer again with the rope break. But a lot of back and forth this matchup. So much damage done to each other. Yes, it may have not been the best ending for a match, but look at that swinging neck breaker. Very vicious, and we know Kurt Angle's had surgeries, neck fusions over the years, and AJ Styles gets the job tonight in this dream match over Kurt Angle. What a back and forth matchup, but the phenomenal AJ Styles gets it done. And now it is time for our 2-on-3 handicap match between D-Generation X and the Bloodline. This is going to be hard hitting for sure, ladies and gentlemen. And when you got the Usos and Solo Sikoa on one side, and then you got this newest combination, this new version of D-Generation X, you got Big E, Braun Breaker, and Dolph Ziggler as the leader of D-Generation X. This is going to be absolutely crazy. A new era of D-Generation X. You got a freak of nature like Braun Breaker. Then you have Big E, who has basically become unleashed after having to deal with Bray Wyatt and everything. Big E just finally snapped. Was sick of losing, and especially when it was a 1-on-3 handicap matchup with the New Day taking on Bray Wyatt. Big E was sick of it, turned his back, and would end up attacking Kofi and Xavier. Which it sucks to absolutely even say that. Brothers, and for the longest time turned into one of the most shocking betrayals here in Universe Mode history. But we'll see how Big E's going to fare. You got two big dudes, Braun Breaker and Big E, that can absolutely destroy superstars, snap them in half. And then you got Dolph Ziggler, the show-off, the man that has been around here for a very, very long time. That has certainly seen the best of the best, and Dolph Ziggler believes Big E and Braun Breaker certainly match the intensity that they want to see in this new era, this new version of D-Generation X. As here comes the Usos. We'll be waiting for Solo Sikoa to be coming out here just in mere minutes, but we all know that the Usos were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions last month, and then also with Roman Reigns officially getting moved to Raw, the whole Bloodline agreed to move to Raw with Roman, so the Bloodline had to vacate the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We know Kevin and Sami are the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions with that tournament we've had over the last month, but Shawn Michaels did tell the Usos that they will have a Raw Tag Team Championship opportunity in the near future. We'll see when Shawn sets that up for the Usos. And coming up actually next, we'll see the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line in that 6-man Tornado Tag Team matchup between the OC, Imperium, and Alpha Academy. As now here comes the Street Champion, Solo Sikoa. And there on Monday Night Raw, it was two big men bumping meat, as it was Big E versus Solo Sikoa, and Solo Sikoa would end up defeating Big E. And I think for Big E, Yeah, I mean, yes, he's a new part of D-Generation X, but I don't think that loss to Solo Sikoa is going to bring him down at all. I think for Solo's sake, for his young career, I think he definitely needed that, and he proved it once again. Yes, I've mentioned it every time we see Solo with the number of matches he's had and the biggest matches he's had here in Universe Mode with the likes of Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Randy Orton as well. He's picked up massive wins, but having a win over Big E, who's the longest Intercontinental Champion here in Universe Mode history, I think Solo definitely needed that win. As the referee rings the bell, referee about to be taken out. Oh, saved by Braun Breaker, the meaner than evil superstar. Main event, Jey Uso gonna look to help out the bloodline, because you got to think in this matchup right here, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this matchup is certainly gonna help out whoever they're representing later on tonight, because on the Raw side of the main event tonight of SummerSlam, you have the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre taking on the Bloodline's Tribal Chief, that being Roman Reigns, and then you got D-Generation X's Dolph Ziggler. He'll be in that World Heavyweight Championship triple threat matchup as well. So you got to think in this 2-on-3 handicap matchup that, yes, obviously the D-Generation X, which is very weird for them to not want to be in heaven like an even 3-on-3 contest, but obviously Dolph is in the triple threat matchup later on tonight, and we don't know if the D-Generation X is done adding superstars to this newer version of D-Generation X, but when you think about it, Braun Breaker and Big E, they're two massive dudes. I'm not saying that the Usos aren't big. We know Solo is the biggest of the three superstars at the moment, of, I guess, out of all the brothers, but when it comes to, Braun and Big E, very strong, that they can handle themselves. You don't necessarily believe that they need to have a third person. So I think that's why Sean announced this 2-on-3 between D-Generation X and the Bloodline. It'd be very curious to kind of see what Triple H and Shawn Michaels kind of figure out how this is going to fare, especially if they're able to win tonight, how that's going to be faring for the future of D-Generation X. Because obviously Triple H is the chairman of the board now since Vince McMahon stepped down. And then also Shawn Michaels is the Raw general manager for Monday Night Raw. So, from what we understand, they're going to be keeping a close tabs on D-Generation X. And if they feel like anything needs to change, they will certainly help out Dolph Ziggler and lead them in the right direction. But like I mentioned, having a 2-on-3 handicap matchup where the numbers don't favor them, it's kind of questionable. But if you think about it, you have two big dudes, like I mentioned, I already said it, Big E and Braun Breaker. They certainly can handle themselves. We'll see how it fares tonight in this matchup. We saw the Usos take on Big E and Braun Breaker a couple weeks ago. The Usos would win that matchup, but then after that, we would see Big E be in singles action against one of the Usos, and then we see Braun Breaker in singles action against one of the Usos. And D-Generation X would win those singles matches. So, it's going to take some time for Braun Breaker and Big E to work together in tag team form, but I think certainly there's some potential there. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be a tag team most of the time here on Monday Night Raw. It's just mostly figuring out what is going to work well for D-Generation X. There's a big boot there from Jimmy Uso, stunning him right in the ribs. Oh, and again, man, those ribs certainly are hurting Braun Breaker. Taking too many shots to the ribs, definitely going to slow you down. You're going to want to get a tag, might want to certainly get the heck out of the ring. If you have two broken ribs, bruised ribs, certainly will affect you. It's Braun Breaker flexing on here, everyone here in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, this is a matchup I'm looking forward. Braun Breaker versus Solo Sikoa. A matchup that I would love to see. Pinfall situation. Oh, but Big E right there to break it up. I think the referee was dealing with Big E, I believe. As I'll look at Solo, he's telling him he's going to snap Braun Breaker in half here. But ladies and gentlemen, it's one heck of a night. Still plenty more action coming in, especially the Raw Tag Team Championship matchup is coming up next. Like I mentioned, the future of the Raw Tag Team division. Will the OC still be on top, or will Imperium, or will it be Alpha Academy's time to be the Tag Team Champions? It's a big stinger splash into the corner. Breaker now. Oh, big kick to the lower back of Solo. I bet the Usos are definitely going to keep an eye on the matchup next once they're, done, getting ready to leave and everything. Obviously, they're focused on this matchup, but just in general, they're going to definitely keep an eye backstage with how exactly that Raw Tag Team Championship match is going to go, because depending on the results, you never know when that Raw Tag Team Championship matchup is going to happen. Because the Raw side of things, the next pay-per-view after SummerSlam is a exclusive pay-per-view. It will be going to Monday Night Raw. They're going to be going down to Puerto Rico, ladies and gentlemen, down there in Puerto Rico for Backlash. It'll be very interesting to see if maybe the Usos will use it for that opportunity, or just later down the line. Certainly, the Bloodline want to hold all the championships. We'll see how the Summerslam fallout is going to be here tonight. Some snake eyes right there to Jey Uso. Jey is in trouble right now. As soon as I said that, able to get out of it momentarily. It's a big haymaker there from Jey. We'll see if Braun Breaker can get himself back in this matchup as a spine buster takes down Breaker. Breaker trying to figure out where he's at this exact moment. Get the tag to his other brother. Here comes Jimmy Uso. Braun Breaker, he's caught him. That was a straight up right to the throat, and now the military press slam. Is that enough for D-Generation X? No. 2.5. Look at Braun Breaker, eyes behind his head, was about to literally grab Solo. It's a spear to the outside, down goes Jimmy. And just like that, D-Generation X changing it in their favor. And now Big E tilt-a-whirl power slam there, making that look so very brutal. And now Big E has not forgotten about the match on Monday Night Raw between himself and Solo, and he's going to send a message to Solo. Absolutely brutal. As Big E being pushed up against the barricade. Jimmy wasn't really appreciative of what Big E just did to Solo. Big E just keeps slapping the middle of that back of Solo just to send him a message. Dropkick not really doing too much damage in the favor of Jey Uso. Look at that slam. Absolutely brutal. The power, the strength. Something that we continuously get to see from Big E over the years. And with Backlash being around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be so many changes coming up here, especially going down to Puerto Rico. There's going to be so many big-time matches, and especially with it being, oh my goodness, what a reversal DDT there, but especially with it being a exclusive pay-per-view, everyone's going to be wanting to be on the card with a monumental pay-per-view, that being Backlash down in Puerto Rico. First time ever we're going to have a pay-per-view down there in Puerto Rico. Perfect time for some Backlash. What the heck are we seeing here? Breaker, stomping, and as Big E was holding him, what a combination from this deadly duo of Braun Breaker and Big E of D-Generation X. These men are starting to click right now. This is not what the Bloodline want right here. Stomping right to the quad area, but almost looked like he was attacking the ankle there as well. Wait a minute. Braun Breaker, oh my goodness. Beautiful power slam. Is that enough? But no. Solo right there to break it up, and oh no. This match is breaking down. Big E gonna go assault Braun Breaker. Big E's gonna go assault Solo Sikoa, pardon me. Braun Breaker gonna try to break Jimmy Uso in half as a belly-to-belly into a release suplex as well. Man, this combination is working well right now. Big E going to work on Solo. Braun going to Jimmy here. Absolutely brutal combination as Big E beating the living crap, like I said, out of Solo here. And now Breaker through the top. What a plancha there from Braun Breaker. And now, oh, he wants himself some Jey Uso here. Oh, this matchup is breaking down. Oh, brutal elbow strike there. And now Braun again wants some more Jey Uso. Oh my goodness, right on the apron. The hardest part of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. This matchup is breaking down. Enziguri from Jimmy. And now, uh-oh, has him up. Brutal power bomb there to Jimmy Uso. Oh, and Breaker, I thought maybe for a second he was going to go after Solo. Oh, big boots though from the Usos. It's like I'm saying, this match is getting very, very chaotic. So much potential between both stables. Certainly, D-Generation X wants to be the top. We know the Bloodline have been the top for quite a bit ever since they've all come together. But D-Generation X is not far behind, as again Braun Breaker catching one of the Usos, has him up. Military press power slam. Making that look easy. Is that enough? No, Jey Uso right there to break it up. Saves the day. Oh, spear. Spear right to the lower back. Didn't affect Jey Uso too much, though. And now Braun setting up. Oh, gonna go for it one more time. Oh, but no. Jimmy caught him. Jimmy caught him with the headbutt. The numbers game again coming to a head. And you got to believe the longer this matchup goes, the numbers game is going to come to a head. And the Bloodline are gonna be in favor of this matchup. Uh-oh. Solo setting up Braun Breaker here momentarily, but no, Breaker a little bit faster in the exchange. Solo just taking way too much time to taunt Braun Breaker. And he gets hit with a spine buster. I'm very curious to see how this matchup is going to fare, because like I mentioned earlier in this matchup is, you know, you gotta think it's gonna be an all-out war tonight. As look at that Samoan drop to Big E. Holy cow! Big E's not moving. I was just gonna say, with that all-out brawl we're gonna see tonight, later on, no, Big E blocks the potential spike. He has seen how dangerous that spike is, and he did not want to eat that spike. And of course, Big E, he's gonna have to rub it in the New Day, saying the New Day. I'm sure Xavier and Kofi are watching this backstage. Certainly not too happy with Big E certainly using their name. Oh, from behind now, Jey Uso catches him with a Samoan drop. Big E's down and out. Uh-oh. Oh, Breaker. Breaker is going to help out Big E here. No, he's not able to. As Jey had to switch and go to a different maneuver because Braun Breaker is there every single time. But now a Uso splash to Big E. Is this enough? No, Breaker able to break it up. Saves the day for the new Earth. Saves it for D-Generation X. I have the New Day on my mind at the moment. As it's time to acknowledge your, I almost said tribal chief, but time to acknowledge the Bloodline. Could be moments away from picking up a big win over D-Generation X here. Uh-oh. Get the tag here. Oh, what are we going to see here? Looking for the 1D there to Big E. Is that going to be all she wrote? Oh. Oh, Jimmy. Is he thinking Uso splash here? High risk, high reward. Uso splash. Going to look to put the exclamation point on this matchup, too. No, he kicked out. Are you kidding me? How in the hell did Big E kick out? I know Big E can eat a lot of damage, but damn, as he gets hit with another Samoan drop. I mean, that's certainly why Big E was one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Champions we've had here in the series. Able to just eat so much damage. As now Braun Irish whipping Jimmy, as both men collide though. Irish whip into a reversal from Braun. Back and forth we go. These teams got to figure out what they really can do in this exact moment. There is a rope break. Jey would have been able to break it up, I believe. Look at Braun. He can't believe it. He believes that this matchup would be over. Going for a a clothesline, gets hit with another Samoan drop. I think Sean maybe ruled the day that he decided to make this a 3-on-2 handicap matchup. Yes, Braun and Big E are big dudes, but certainly the numbers game is coming into play. Another Samoan drop, and that has to be it. And it is. The Bloodline pick up the win over D-Generation X tonight. What a battle. What a war here at SummerSlam. But the Bloodline continue to show why they're one of the best here in WWE, and it very well could be their night tonight live at SummerSlam. Big win for the Bloodline. We'll see how the triple threat Raw main event goes on tonight when Roman challenges Dolph Ziggler and the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, after another massive matchup there. The numbers game coming to a head. The Bloodline just way too much. And, you know, you got to think maybe if there was a fourth member of D-Generation X, maybe that could have gone a different way. But right now, with it only being 3 members, Dolph Ziggler, Braun Breaker, and Big E, they weren't able to get it done in that 2-on-3 handicap matchup. But now it is time for the Raw Tag Team Championships to be on the line, as you have Imperium making their way down to the ring, one of the major contenders in this matchup. You get Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. Also Alpha Academy, and also the Raw Tag Team Champions, the OC. We'll see if Gunther will be happy with this result. As coming up, actually, after this big-time Raw Championship matchup, we are going to be seeing Gunther versus Seth frickin' Rollins coming up here very, very soon. So we'll see how that fares in that tables matchup. Gunther is trying to bring this story all the way back around. That table that he put Seth Rollins through, he's going to look to put him through a table once again. But Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig Kaiser, certainly one of the best Raw tag teams that we have here on Monday Night Raw. And we'll see how it will fare tonight. Will they be able to once again hold those Raw Tag Team Championships, or will the OC retain? Or will Alpha Academy hold their first ever Raw Tag Team Championships here in Universe Mode? As you can see, Imperium already practicing holding those Raw Tag Team Championships. Certainly not afraid to be very arrogant and cocky. As now here comes your Raw Tag Team Champions, the OC. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, the OC. Like I mentioned before, having them back here in the Raw Tag Team division adds so much depth, but also them being one of the best tag teams in professional wrestling today, and certainly in all of WWE. I think this is great to see them on top, but the question is, will they still be on top when they face off with Imperium and Alpha Academy tonight? Personally, I would love to see OC continue to have a dominant run as tag team champions, but also when you have a tag team in this matchup that has not won the tag team championships ever here in Alpha Academy, I certainly would love to see them at least get a run, but there's only so much that can happen. Obviously, Anderson, Gallows want to stay on top of their game. Gunther certainly wants Imperium to get those tag team championships back after losing them to the OC. But we'll see how this is going to go. This is going to be a heck of a tag team matchup. And we get to see the shoosh please from Chad Gable and Otis. Certainly Chad Gable and Otis certainly were watching backstage when Kurt Angle and AJ Styles were going at it earlier on tonight. It's a good back and forth matchup. The neck breaker certainly, like we mentioned, not something very expected to be your finishing maneuver of the night, but certainly with the neck fusions, neck surgeries and stuff that Kurt Angle has had over the years, it does make sense that maybe there's plenty of damage done to that neck area in the matchup. Chad Gable talking to Otis here, trying to fire up the big man. And we keep trying to get word with Chad Gable and Otis about Kurt Angle, but they keep telling us to shoosh as they continue to train. But like we mentioned, every single week we try to get word with them about Kurt Angle, but we just have not been able to really verify what's going on with Alpha Academy. Yes, we know Kurt Angle is their manager, but how do they feel about, Kurt Angle going after AJ Styles like he did? We'll have to find out later. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. It is for the Raw Tag Team Championships, ladies and gentlemen. Who is walking out with the tag team titles? Gallows going to take down Ludwig Kaiser. Otis going after Anderson. Giovanni Vinci going to look to go after Chad Gable, and he does with a brutal springboard DDT. And now this is something I want to see Otis and Luke Gallows going at it. Two big dudes, two of the biggest dudes in this whole matchup going at it. Look at Otis making this look easy. The spinning. I don't know if he's going to go with the power slam. Oh, yes. Sorts of a power slam there. Ludwig Kaiser trying to put away Carl Anderson early. Giovanni Vinci looking absolutely nice in that matchup. And recently on Monday Night Raw, we had a triple threat matchup between these three tag teams where we saw Giovanni Vinci, Chad Gable, and Carl Anderson put on a clinic where Giovanni Vinci would walk out the winner. Will that be the same thing to happen tonight, though, is the question. As Gable with an STO takes down Gallows. Oh, and then almost like a bicycle kick of sorts, or I don't even know what you honestly want to call that. But look at Gable. Going to get hit with a possible suplex. Oh, no, he turned that into a brainbuster. As Otis trying to put away Carl Anderson. I don't know why Gable honestly does that maneuver quite a bit, because I think it kind of backfires on him quite a bit. So it looks like Anderson, we're about to get extreme real quick, it seems like, as Otis throws up Giovanni Vinci. Otis all fired up here. Gallows coming right after Giovanni Vinci. You got all two members of Alpha Academy in the ring now. It seems like all the members of these teams are getting back in the ring here. Trying to make sure they keep an eye on this, as there is a steel chair. Is it going to get introduced here? Oh my goodness. A headshot to the back of the head of Luke Gallows. That is not going to be feeling too good. A back and forth match this has been. And now we're just getting a little bit of extreme here. As Chad Gable misses that steel chair shot. And luckily for Giovanni Vinci, he got saved there. Oh, double combination from Gallows. Or I should say from Otis and Chad Gable. As look at Chad Gable, arm drag, takedown. Alpha Academy looking pretty good here in these last couple moments. As Otis with a brutal power slam. And Chad Gable taking too much time to celebrate here. Oh, and a brutal clothesline. Continuously back and forth we go between all of these tag teams, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, all three of these tag teams have moments where they honestly could win this matchup. As again, Otis, big time power slam, gonna look to steal the win, but Anderson saying, "Hey, heck no, you're not taking our tag team championships." So it looks like Gallows gonna try and focus on Giovanni Vinci here at ringside with a belly-to-belly suplex. Otis gonna go for the pinfall, but still not enough damage done to Carl Anderson just yet. I think that was the fastest I've ever seen Luke Gallows run. So that's why I'm trying to watch Stanton run from the Yankees, trying to go from second to home. Big time clothesline. Sorry if you have any Yankees fans in attendance. Certainly, no offense, but that was pretty bad of a running from Carlos Stanton there from the Yankees, as an a submission hold here, crossface here to Giovanni Vinci. Will he have to tap out? Gallows, not even really paying too much effort. He didn't even try to break it up. Luckily for their sake, Giovanni Vinci was able to get out of it. As now Gable showing off that Northern Lights suplex. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? But no, not yet. So all those lovely steel steps going to be brought into play. We saw those quite a bit in the Karrion Kross Brock Lesnar matchup earlier on tonight. That was an absolutely brutal matchup. Is Giovanni Vinci going to go for a suplex? But Luke Gallows just too long, too big of a superstar for Giovanni to officially turn that into something. As now Gallows face to face with Chad Gable, the only two superstars in this ring at the moment. This could be very bad for Chad Gable. As now, steel chair shot here. This is not going to be good for Gable's. Oh no, a chair shot behind the head. Gallows going to war against Gable here, acting like he owes him lunch money. As those other teams facing off at ringside, Ludwig Kaiser and Anderson. You got Otis and Giovanni Vinci. As oh no, not the steel steps again. I was gonna say, if I'm Chad Gable, try to get up to your feet, man. As oh my goodness, that head being bounced off those steel steps, that is not going to be feeling too good. Got the kendo sticks now from Otis. But oh my goodness, that is not going to be feeling too good as all three teams go into war here for those prestigious Raw Tag Team Championships, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be chaotic as all hell here. Back and forth we go. Carl Anderson clotheslining Ludwig. And then a neck breaker on the kendo stick of all things. And look at Gallows. He doesn't need to go after anybody. He certainly can just take his time. He should have just stayed in the ring because the pinfall or submission has to happen in the middle of the ring. But it certainly seems like he wants to make sure he has somebody in the ring that he can take out. But again, just a very chaotic tag team match here at SummerSlam. The Usos certainly will be next in line for a Raw Tag Team title shot very, very soon. Question is, when will that be? Let's look at Giovanni Vinci. These brutal haymakers to Luke Gallows. If I'm one of these superstars, I'd keep an eye on what's going on in the middle of the ring because it could be one big opportunity as almost like a phantom driver type of maneuver from from Giovanni Vinci, pardon me, as look at Luke Gallows able to kick out, keeps himself in contention in this matchup. Now here comes Chad Gable, gonna look to go to work here on Giovanni Vinci. Oh, are we about to see the Three Amigos here from Chad? Oh, come on Chad, you can do it. Chad Gable with the Three Amigos into a kip up. And now what is Chad Gable going to do here? Oh, big running knee strike to the midsection there. This could be Chad Gable's moment, ladies and gentlemen. Can Alpha Academy do it here? Into the corner. Otis with a big power suplex there. Uh-oh. Chad Gable. He's going to do it. The big power suplex. Vintage Gable. Is this it? 2, 3, yes it is. Alpha Academy walk out the new Raw Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam. New Raw Tag Team Champions. A very chaotic Raw Tag Team Championship matchup. Chad Gable showing you off that athleticism and defeats Imperium. What a matchup. Holy cow. First time ever have Chad Gable and Otis as a team held those Raw Tag Team Championships. What a great showing between both men, and I believe they're the first championships as a team, like I mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get extreme here tonight as we are about to see a tables match here at SummerSlam. And the reason it is being a table match is this is the whole setup of it was the build-up to the King of the Ring tournament where Seth Rollins was put through a table, attacked by a mysterious superstar. We saw the footage. It come to be Gunther put him through a table, and Eventually, it was Seth and Gunther would be in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament with Dolph Ziggler at that time to represent Monday Night Raw at the King of the Ring pay-per-view, and ultimately Dolph Ziggler won that matchup. And this matchup between both of these men continues to be more and more brutal between both men. Seth Rollins even got very cocky, talked a bunch of trash to Gunther, and Gunther didn't appreciate that, and Gunther would lay out Seth Rollins. So tonight it is put up or shut up time for Gunther, and Seth Rollins, we know how he is as well, certainly with his antics as of late. The crowd has been behind him. This man, Seth frickin' Rollins, the Messiah, the visionary, the man that sees it all, is going to look to put down Gunther once and for all. And actually, Gunther, if you guys remember correctly, is the man that took that United States Championship that Rollins had a month or so before that King of the Ring build-up. So there's definitely, like I mentioned before, some build-up from this pay-per-view. This pay-per-view and the King of the Ring pay-per-view. But Gunther's going to look to put Seth Rollins through another table tonight. But Rollins is going to look for revenge. Who do you guys think is going to be able to walk out victorious? Gunther, he mentioned to Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw that once he's done with Seth Rollins, that whoever walks out with that World Heavyweight Championship, he plans on coming after him. So if Roman Reigns happens to be working out World Champion, Gunther very well could be on his tail. Cannot wait to see how this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. So many different ways this matchup and the end of SummerSlam will go tonight. Gunther is just in phenomenal shape, continues to get better and better, and he's facing off with one of the best here in WWE, and a man that's certainly going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer whenever he laces up. But for Seth Rollins, he's still in his prime. He has so many years still to go. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Referee ring it by the ringside. He does not want to get involved in this matchup. This is a tables match. Anything goes. Obviously, the first or the winner of this matchup will be the person that's able to put their opponent through the table. Gunther certainly would love to powerbomb Seth Rollins through the table, but I guarantee you it will not be that easy. As Gunther's looking to maybe grab that table. Oh no, it looks like something about those gold steel steps these superstars tonight absolutely love. As he bounces the head of Seth Rollins off those steel steps. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, Rollins maybe about to go through a table, possibly? No! But he's certainly going to eat a bunch of that apron. Uh-oh. Gunther going to try to grab that steel steps again. But again, Gunther just one step ahead of him. Super kick. Rollins trying to maybe get this matchup in a faster pace here. Yes, uh-oh. Rollins suplexing him. Could have only honestly did that to the table, but Seth honestly wants to inflict some more damage here. No championships, nothing is on the line. It's all about pride, and certainly Seth Rollins wants to send a message to Gunther that he's not going to allow a man like Gunther to do that to him. Uh-oh. Rollins going to introduce maybe another table. Oh, yes, he is. We are going to get super, super extreme in this matchup here. We've got two tables. Anything can go at this very moment. Uh-oh. What's Gunther thinking here? Oh, he's going to toss him right on close to that table. Let's see if Gunther wants to use that table. Yes, he will. Anything could happen with these tables being in this ring. Any awkward fall could put yourself through the table, especially with how these tables are leaned up at this very moment. Even the slightest little fall could break a table right in half. Rollins going to get attacked from behind here. Going to be very, very careful in these situations as both men roll into each other. Both men going for a strike, misses out. And oh no. Gunther deciding not to attack the table just yet, and going to slowly dissect Seth Rollins so he could easily put him to the table. And I completely understand where that's going to come into play, as here we go with the submission hold here. Obviously, in the tables matchup, this is not going to affect the outcome, but certainly it will be affecting the length of this matchup, because obviously it's going to drain your energy and it's certainly going to hurt you quite a bit. As Rollins and Gunther running into each other once again. I do not want to get in a striking battle with a man like Gunther. Certainly one of the best, and certainly on the glimpse of stardom in the terms of being in that World Heavyweight Championship picture. As this DDT and Gunther is busted open right now, and both men certainly would love to get in that World Heavyweight Championship picture that is currently by Drew McIntyre. Rollins was trying to go for a plancha of sorts, but Gunther was focusing on trying to get another table here, and Rollins does not want another table introduced. We already have 2 tables introduced, why not use those? But Gunther certainly wants to get more extreme. Maybe he wants to introduce something else. I certainly wouldn't blame him to try to maybe introduce maybe some, maybe a kendo stick, steel chair, a sledgehammer, any sorts of those type of weapons to also help you out in this matchup. And Gunther must have something down there, because he's continuously going after whatever is down there besides tables. As Rollins just tosses him up against the apron, ladies and gentlemen. But still to come tonight, plenty more in store, including the Raw and SmackDown main event of SummerSlam. We have for the Raw main event, it is the World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre defends his World Heavyweight Championship against the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the show-off Dolph Ziggler. As well as the SmackDown main event, Bobby Lashley will be challenging Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. Cannot wait to see how that's going to fare. As look at that, the jumping knee strike there to the already busted open Gunther. But now, a beautiful counter from Gunther now. Back and forth we go. Both men putting it on the line. Both men missing their strikes there. Uh-oh. Going to go for a sleeper hold here. Oh, is going to turn it into a Coquita clutch of sorts. If you guys remember, at WrestleMania, Gunther actually defeated Samoa Joe in this type of maneuver. And Seth Rollins could honestly get a pinfall if he wanted to, but obviously, in a tables matchup, it won't come into play here. Both of them going back and forth here, into a stalemate here. Both these men, like I'm mentioning, not necessarily focusing on going and putting their opponent through the table. They're setting them up, but setting up for make sure that their opponent's down and out for a longer time. As Rollins setting up that table to the outside, at least getting it out of the way here. Oh, Rollins very close. He could have been put through that table if he's not careful. As Gunther and Rollins going to fight over that table once again. As both men going inside the ring here. This matchup is going to get very, very brutal here very, very soon. Oh, into the corner we go. Rollins, this could be his moment. Gunther is in trouble. Rollins right through the damn table. Seth frickin' Rollins has done it. He gets his revenge tonight by putting Gunther through the table. Both men beating the living hell out of each other, but Seth frickin' Rollins gets the job done tonight. What is that going to fare for the future of that World Heavyweight Championship? Will Seth Rollins have a claim to say, hey, maybe I should be next in line for that World Heavyweight Championship? We will see how it goes by the end of tonight's SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes another brutal matchup on display here at SummerSlam. It is now time to get extreme, as it's going to be Edge, the Rated R Superstar and the leader of the Judgment Day, making his way down to the ring. And he is looking to end this rivalry with Braun Strowman once and for all. This is almost a half of the year in the making. You have Braun Strowman. He was a part of the Judgment Day a little bit just before Edge would be becoming the leader a little bit after WrestleMania. And then Edge would decide he wanted to cut some weight, and he cut some dead weight, and he called Braun Strowman dead weight, and he would go on to attack him, leading to putting Braun Strowman on the the injured list for a couple months, and eventually where the Judgment Day and Hurt Business were in a continuous rivalry at that time at Hell in a Cell. After the Judgment Day would lose their 6-man Hell in a Cell matchup, Braun Strowman would return and lay out Edge. A little bit of back and forth between Strowman and Edge. Edge and the Judgment Day would get the upper hand on Strowman, but Strowman would continuously come back. And then we also know Braun Strowman was in the tag team tournament recently, and Edge certainly said, hey, I don't believe you're going to make it out of this tag team tournament. I don't see you going to Summerslam and having a championship matchup, so I'm challenging you to a matchup. Well, what Edge believed was true. Braun Strowman and Ricochet didn't make it through the SmackDown Tag Team Championship tournament. And so, well, we get our lovely Braun Strowman and Edge matchup. The rivalry ends tonight. The monster of all monsters going up against the Rated R superstar Edge. Edge has already defeated Braun Strowman one-on-one a couple months back, but recently in that tag team tournament, actually Braun Strowman chokeslammed Edge to win that, or to advance in that tag team tournament after Edge had to replace Damian Priest in that matchup. But here we go, Edge and Braun Strowman here. And this is an Extreme Rules matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Anything goes. Pinfall or submission has to happen in the middle of that ring. And from what we understand, as well as what we said, from what Finn Balor has said a couple weeks back, and from what we understand, there is going to be a get-together of the Judgment Day. It'll be turned into a celebration if Edge wins tonight, but nonetheless, after this matchup, the Judgment Day are going to be celebrating Edge's 25th anniversary here coming up tonight, which is going to be awesome for Edge. Oh my goodness, Edge busted open after that steel step shot to the dome. Like I mentioned, it's going to be a celebration of 25 years in WWE. Despite what Edge is, doing with the Judgment Day, and not necessarily respecting that, but what Edge has done for this business is a great thing, and we'll see how that goes. But Edge has to focus on this matchup where he is getting absolutely decimated ever since that steel step shot to the temple. I believe it's right above that left eye area. He is just bleeding all to hell, and again, these golden steel steps, ladies and gentlemen, are being put to use right now by Braun Strowman and the rest of this WWE roster tonight. Doesn't matter from Raw or SmackDown, whatever type of matches, these steel steps just have the superstars' eyes glued to them. Must be some lucky gold on those steel steps, as we'll see if Braun Strowman can put away Edge tonight and once and for all be done with Edge. Can Braun Strowman do what he set out to do, get his revenge, get his redemption, and be finally done with all of the Judgment Day? Certainly Braun Strowman wants to start focusing on the tag team division with Ricochet. Seems like there's going to be a little bit of a longer display between both men. I think that tag team could definitely go somewhere for sure, and I absolutely would love to see where it's going to go. As again, Braun Strowman just way too much for the Rated R superstar. Oh no, this ain't good. This ain't good. Braun Strowman, oh my goodness. Over the top rope, a belly-to-belly, over-the-head suplex. Edge is holding his ribs, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if he can honestly handle too much more, man. Oh my goodness, I'm running right after Edge. You can see Edge's big eyes there for a quick second. He looked like he didn't know where he was at that time, because he's eaten so many big maneuvers and he cannot get anything going right now. Strowman has been a one-man wrecking crew, and Strowman again looking to get extreme as looking to start slaying Edge here. Edge missing the big boot, and he gets hit with a sledgehammer. Man, Edge is just in a bad way right now. Strowman just toying with the Rated R superstar. He literally knows he has Edge right where he wants him. Strowman just absolutely brutal. And I think with the dominance we're seeing right now, Braun Strowman, those ribs got to be broken of Edge right now. Edge back up to his feet. Can he capitalize? No. Strowman just going to work right now. Like he's a lumberjack, just chopping wood, chopping Edge down here. As you can see, those welts on the back, and then especially those ribs there. Oh man, holy crap. Especially the wound of Edge. This has certainly been very extreme, and certainly all this belongs to Edge. Being absolutely destroyed. Now what is Braun Strowman trying to do? Seems like maybe he had something in mind possibly, but those steel steps were blocking his path. Uh-oh. I don't know why I didn't just grab the other steel steps, but this one seems like they may be a little bit better. Oh no. This is not good. Braun Strowman wants to put Edge through a damn table. Both men getting blocked by the steel steps. But now here comes Strowman. Oh no. Underhook. Oh my goodness. What a suplex there from Strowman. And this is a perfect matchup for both of these men. A lot of tension, especially for Braun Strowman. What he's having to been dealing with the Judgment Day, beating the living crap out of him and all that stuff like that. Certainly, Strowman is getting the work tonight and being able to put away Edge so far tonight. Edge, if he's out of consciousness right now, he's hoping, oh come on, hopefully Strowman won't see me, but he definitely saw you there. Edge should have just ran away. Because right now we are witnessing a massacre tonight at SummerSlam. Strowman telling Edge to get his ass back in the ring and take this ass whooping. So, gonna go for that military press slam. Absolutely brutal, and I would not be surprised if that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. What a brutal onslaught assault tonight. Braun Strowman sent a message to not just the SmackDown roster, but the Judgment Day, if they were to ever come his way again, that he is going to put them through living hell. Strowman gets a massive win and now can focus on the tag team division with Ricochet as we wait for the Judgment Day to come out and support Edge. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor, making his way down to the ring. The rest of the Judgment Day will be out here very, very soon, from what I understand. But this is to celebrate the career of the Rated R Superstar Edge. But he literally just went through hell with Braun Strowman. Strowman dominated Edge in a very shocking matchup. Edge could just not figure out, which with Edge honestly deserved that beating with everything has gone down with the Judgment Day and everything. I guarantee you, as you can see Edge at ringside over there, just trying to recuperate, try to take it in. Looks like there's a towel of all sorts right there, just trying to get himself back to where he needs to be. And now both men are going to get in the ring here, and it looks like Edge and Finn Balor have a microphone. Let's see what's going to go ahead and go down here. Edge, I know this is not the outcome that you wanted here on the biggest stage of the summer, losing the way that you did to just Braun Strowman, a former member of the Judgment Day, but right now that's over and done with. We're done with Braun Strowman, and now we focus on you and your 25 years of being in WWE. Edge, you are certainly going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer whenever you decide to hang up your boots. Yes, you are considered a WWE Hall of Famer, and you had to retire early, but you came back, and so far you've had a hell of a run, becoming already a multi-time WWE champion, and you even became the leader of the most dominant group right now, that being the Judgment Day. You have helped out with the future of the Judgment Day and helped it grow tremendously with the additions of Dominic Mysterio. You helped Rhea Ripley win the Women's Championship, despite her losing that tonight. Damian Priest, a multi-time European champion, and myself, a Intercontinental champion, and we're only gonna get better. Tonight, this celebration is for you, Edge, and we couldn't have done it without you. You have raised the bar of myself, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and whatever the future holds for the Judgment Day. But there is one thing that needs to be brought up, and that one thing is about you, Edge. You know how when you joined, you cut out the dead weight and you cut out Braun Strowman. But the thing is, Edge, we've all gotten better, but you, surprisingly, have gotten worse. So, to quote a word, a sentence that you said to a former member of the Judgment Day, Braun Strowman, you are dead weight, and you are no longer a member of the Judgment Day. Wait, what? The hell are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about, Edge. Wait a minute! Finn Balor taking out Edge. What in the hell? Finn Balor just saying that Edge is no longer a part of the Judgment Day. What in the hell is going on here? Finn Balor laying waste to Judgment Day. What in the hell is going on? From what we understood, Finn Balor at one time was the leader of the Judgment Day, and then they recruited Edge, made him the main guy, the leader of the Judgment Day. Edge made some changes, but Finn Balor certainly, unfortunately, did say something that is incredibly right. Edge did get worse at certain times as Finn Balor going for that suicide dive over the top rope didn't work out in his favor, but now is absolutely beating the living crap out of Edge here. This is just horrendous. And from what we understand, the rest of the Judgment Day crew are supposed to be coming out. I don't know if it's going to be coming out now. They were supposed to. It's supposed to be a big celebration. But maybe Finn Balor is going to be taking back the reins as the head guy of the Judgment Day. As oh no, Finn Balor, coup de grace to Edge. Holy crap. Wait a minute now, Dominic Mysterio out of nowhere with a frog splash to Edge. This is going to be one of the most shocking betrayals I've seen in a very long time. And oh no, don't do it again, Dominic, come on. Not like this. Dominic Mysterio with another frog splash, laying out the WWE Hall of Famer Edge. Damian Priest coming through the crowd area now. And oh no, this is not good. This is not what Edge wants. Being taken out by Finn Balor, by Dominic Mysterio, and now it sure as hell seems like Damian Priest is going to get the last touch. Certainly it feels like what is happening tonight is certainly a shocking event here tonight, and certainly you hate to see it, but maybe you want to say you love to see it with what Edge certainly did to a lot of superstars over this past year. As oh no, Damian Priest with a gut wrench power bomb or power slam, very effective no matter what, as a clubbing blow, man. Edge is just in a bad state of affairs right now, and it's only gonna get worse. Oh no, is he gonna powerbomb him through the damn table? Oh no, right off the top. And oh, Damian Priest, he is not done. Oh, this could be the explanation point that the Judgment Day are officially done with the rated R superstar Edge. Edge has been put through a brutal table and so many different things, and what a kick from Damian Priest, laying out, and another kick just for good measure. Oh no, come on, not the second damn table. We're just moments away from getting to our one of our two big massive main events here in just mere moments, and the Judgment Day want to be doing this. Oh my God, Damian Priest has laid out Edge and officially kicking out Edge in that leadership role. Oh, we got ourselves a little bit of a confrontation between Beth and Rhea. A little awkward between both of these women. It's that big time clothesline there from Rhea. This is not good. The Judgment Day have just laid waste to Edge. And now, going to take out the wife of the WWE Hall of Famer, Rhea Ripley, with a suplex through the damn table backstage here. But look, the Glamazon back up to her feet. Oh no, bad idea for Beth though, as now she's going to get hit with the Riptide right backstage here. Holy crap. Oh no, we're about to get extreme. The steel chair, oh my goodness, right to the arm. It seems like the Hall of Fame family is being taken out of the Judgment Day. They want to be taken more seriously and don't want to have to deal with Edge and Beth. I think Beth being with Rhea was certainly helping out Rhea there for the longest time, but not anymore it seems, as they are officially done with Beth Phoenix and Edge.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
And now it is time for the SmackDown main event of SummerSlam. It is a double main event here at SummerSlam, and Bobby Lashley is looking to make sure he is walking out with the undisputed championship. Is it Bobby Lashley's time to become champion? He's had opportunities in the past, but has fell up short. He's a former European champion, though he has the taste of gold, but he wants to get this undisputed championship around his waist. Certainly Bobby Lashley had to have seen what happened earlier on tonight, where we saw a superstar of some sort, or somebody backstage there, laying waste to MVP, throwing him through a light display of sorts in the backstage area, and then backstage there, Omos being attacked from behind and getting hit with a shovel multiple times outside of his vehicle. We haven't seen any attacks on Cedric or Shelton Benjamin at the very moment, but anything is very well possible. And, you know, maybe they've been attacked, we just haven't gotten a camera crew back there, or they're just not here tonight. But, you know, big question is, who the hell is going and attacking two members of the Hurt Business? Bobby Lashley has already done that to MVP and Omos. I kind of find it convenient that MVP and Omos were the first two attacked out of that. But we focus now on the undisputed champion, that being the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. It is Cody Rhodes' moment, ladies and gentlemen. Can he continue to be our undisputed champion on SmackDown? Cody Rhodes certainly was awakened by the Almighty on SmackDown recently and would lay waste to Bobby Lashley and beat him down after Lashley would defeat Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes would get his revenge and beat the living crap out of Bobby and put him in his place, essentially saying, hey, I'm not going to tolerate this. You want to make this personal, you want to attack me, I can very well come out here and beat your ass as well. And we still don't know why Lashley took out MVP and Omos, a part of the Hurt Business, a couple weeks back. It's, like I mentioned, it is very convenient, very ironic that MVP and Omos were taken out by a couple of people earlier on tonight. Looks like it's two different people. We don't know who it is, but I mean, it's just, like I said, very ironic. And hopefully we'll, you know, get an explanation or see who exactly did that, or maybe we'll never know. But this is a massive SmackDown main event for SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. Can Cody Rhodes get it done tonight and continue his undisputed championship run? Cody Rhodes unified the championships when he defeated Bray Wyatt at the King of the Ring pay-per-view. He would hate to drop the championship now.
Introducing the challenger from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
The Almighty, he seems like he is ready for a war.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds. He is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And there he is, your champion, the American Nightmare, looking to hold that championship even longer through SummerSlam. But he has to go through the Almighty, who has been operating at a whole different level. Can the American Nightmare continue his run as the undisputed champion? He held that WWE championship for quite a while as well before unifying the championship with Bray Wyatt, who was the Universal Champion. But here we go, Lashley and Cody Rhodes. Referee rings the bell. The double main event has started. Lashley and Cody Rhodes, this certainly is going to be an all-out war. Very physical, very brutal. Both men got to be not 100% for sure. And I think these type of maneuvers right now is going to favor Bobby Lashley a lot in this matchup, because after that beating that Cody Rhodes gave to Lashley, I think Lashley is going to want to slow down the matchup so Cody doesn't start, not necessarily speeding up this matchup, but he starts flying around this matchup. As Cody Rhodes, a little bit of a taunt there to Bobby. Bobby going to go high flying here. It's not really known for Bobby as he connects with an axe handle takedown. If you're Cody Rhodes, going to be very careful when you taunt a man like Bobby Lashley, not the type of superstar that's just going to lay down and take it as a springboard enziguri takes down the challenger. Oh my goodness, what a lariat. That very well could be enough to put away the challenger here. No, Lashley so close to be putting away here early. Oh, but Lashley, those big punches. MMA superstar for quite a bit, also a Marine. So this man certainly knows how to really dig down deep, deal with all sorts of different training. That's a running bulldog there from Cody Rhodes. And my question is, the future is going to be very different on SmackDown no matter what. If Cody Rhodes walks out with the Undisputed Championship, who would be the next in line for that championship? Then for Bobby Lashley, a new whole era walking out of SummerSlam with that Undisputed Championship. But the question is, will that happen tonight? As Bobby Lashley is busted open right now, right above, I believe it is his right side of his face, maybe his right eye socket there. Cody Rhodes looking to fly here. Almost eating a clothesline. Luckily for Cody, Lashley missed that clothesline. Trying to say the right elbow, or the, I guess the right socket right there. As, this ain't good for, oh my goodness, Cody Rhodes gets hits with a devastating gut buster there. And, Bobby Lashley going to show you that strength and power with the Dominator. Dominator out of nowhere to the champion. Is that enough? No, the champ stays in it. But for how much longer, though? Big haymaker there from Lashley. And now Lashley with the Hurt Lock. Hurt Lock applied here, or formerly known as a full Nelson applied here to the champion. Will Cody Rhodes be able to somehow get out of this? He has to dig down right now. As he stomps right on that and connects with a stunner. It stuns Brock Lesnar, or stuns Bobby Lashley for a moment. And, looking for that Tiger Driver 91 right there to Bobby Lashley. Is that enough? No, Lashley kicks out at the very last second. How much more can Bobby Lashley sustain in this matchup? We're about to find out. Crossroads out of nowhere. Is that it? No, he kicked out. Are you kidding me? Bobby Lashley just kicked out. And Lashley trying to roll the hell out of the ring. This has been a good back and forth matchup between both men, as Lashley gets hit with a springboard enziguri, the Cody kick. As Cody Rhodes, high risk, high reward. He tried going for this earlier. He was a little bit too far away. This time maybe a little bit closer. As look at Cody with a back
I guess you could call it a frog splash of sorts, and it is enough. It is enough to put down Bobby Lashley. As we see the moments that dominator earlier in the matchup, very brutal. We see the Tiger Driver 91 there to Lashley. It still wasn't enough. We'd eventually see a crossroads, but look at that back reversal maneuver, whatever you want to call it, high risk maneuver, takes down Bobby Lashley.
Here is your winner, and still undisputed.
And he's able to still be undisputed champion, ladies and gentlemen. Still the face of the SmackDown division is Cody Rhodes. And wait a minute. Who the hell? This is one of the members of that we saw earlier tonight take out MVP and Omos. This gentleman just laying waste to Cody Rhodes and just broke him in half with that kendo stick. What in the hell's going on? And he just hits him with a brutal maneuver. That maneuver looks very familiar, but I don't know who the hell this is though. Holy shit. Laying waste to Cody Rhodes. Holy crap. Cody Rhodes trying to get out of this assault here, but this is absolutely bad as he gets hit with a brutal elbow from the top rope here. Who in the hell is this superstar laying waste? Whatever the hell this is absolutely a big dude taking it to Cody Rhodes here. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Almost a different variation of a silencer. Holy cow. What in the hell are we witnessing here? Whatever you want to call it, it is absolute heinous, and we need to get some security out here. As this man is just destroying the champion here. As, oh my goodness. Right there with those nice polished shoes, and Cody Rhodes busted wide open here. Oh, come on. This is just absolutely brutal. Cody trying to fight. The American Nightmare is always known for fighting, but this is just too much now. That's the other superstar that attacked the other MVP or Omos as well. I think that's the one that threw MVP. What in the hell are we witnessing? Oh, not again. This guy's going high risk again. And oh my goodness. Who in the hell are these two gentlemen laying waste with Cody Rhodes here? And now it looks like these gentlemen are going to take off their mask, and oh my god, there is no way we are seeing this on SmackDown now. Cody Rhodes, you survived tonight somehow, some way, but with these two gentlemen by my side now, I'm going to be very, very dominant. Let me introduce you to my right. It is Angelo Dawkins, and to my left, it is Montez Ford. They are formerly known as the Street Profits, and they will be joining me in a newer version of the Hurt Business. No longer will the Street Profits no longer have any championships around their waist. From now on, these guys are going to be treated like champions. They will be winning championships under my watch, and certainly they will be the best damn tag team here on SmackDown. And also, as you can tell, I'm no longer with the Hurt Business. And MVP, Omos Cedric, and Shelton Benjamin, certainly a bunch of losers. The reason I'm leaving you guys is it's simple. You guys have nothing left in the tank. Cedric, Shelton, certainly a good tag team once, no longer though. Omos, he doesn't even barely win his matches against superstars. He should be winning matches. And then you got MVP that does absolutely nothing and contributes nothing when I did all the damn work. And that changes now. Cody, you may have won tonight, but we are far from done. And I know we are just 8 weeks away from the next pay-per-view known as Night of Champions. From now all the way to then, I'm going to make your life a living Nightmare. See what I did there, Mr. American Nightmare? And I guarantee you will not be having that championship any longer. Now let's go, boys. We have a lot to address on SmackDown, and certainly it is going to be the Hurt Business and Cody Rhodes that we'll be talking about a little bit more in depth to you lovely crowd there at SmackDown. So let's go, because we got a plane to catch. Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here tonight, and part of this double main event. It is time for the Raw main event to get us underway. It is the first ever World Heavyweight Champion before he got cashed in on at the King of the Ring pay-per-view by Drew McIntyre. Here comes your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And I actually want to address what Bobby Lashley said with it being 8 weeks away. I'm pretty sure the pay-per-view will actually be 6 weeks away, but we'll figure out more. We'll give you guys some more information after that, but I'm pretty sure it's actually 6 weeks away, but we'll get you some more official information on that. But let's go ahead and focus on this massive main event. Who is walking out with that World Heavyweight Championship? Will it be the Tribal Chief, like I mentioned, the first ever World Heavyweight Champion? Will it be the man that he cashed in on? Will it be Drew McIntyre, the man that cashed in on Roman at the King of the Ring? Or will it be the show-off, the leader of D-Generation X, Dolph Ziggler? This is going to be an absolute war. Earlier on tonight, the Bloodline defeated D-Generation X on a 2-on-3 handicap matchup. But we'll see how this is going to go tonight. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath for sure. Roman's certainly going to be wanting to walk out with that World Heavyweight Championship. All three superstars want to be walking out with that World Heavyweight Championship, but will they get the chance? Will they get that opportunity to do their damn thing? It's going to be a special moment, and I find it very fitting. I've said it before, Drew McIntyre being the first ever King of the Ring, Roman technically the second ever King of the Ring winner. 2 of the 3 King of the Ring winners are in this matchup. It's a shame we haven't been able to get a pure one-on-one contest for that World Heavyweight Championship just yet, as now we get ourselves the other member of this matchup, Dolph Ziggler. And I think for this man, he's going to be criminally underrated in this matchup, honestly. Everybody's talking about Drew McIntyre, about Roman Reigns, but what about Dolph Ziggler? And I think with what Shawn and Triple H, with having Dolph Ziggler be the leader of D-Generation X and having the superstars Braun, Breakker, and Big E behind him, I think that's almost going to be like their bodyguards. They're not, I wouldn't want to say, minions or, someone that can kind of take the punishment if they had to help Dolph Ziggler get to the top of the mountain. But certainly you could very well say that. The lackeys, whatever you'd like to call it. But nonetheless, this very well could be Dolph Ziggler's crowning moment. He's a former United States champion here in the series and would love to add some hardware, and that being that World Heavyweight Championship. Two of the three men in this matchup have held that World Heavyweight Championship, but will Dolph finally get that World Heavyweight Championship? And for Dolph, this could very well be his last time in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Anything is very well possible. And now here comes, ladies and gentlemen, your World Heavyweight Champion. The man that has held that championship over a month now, that being Drew McIntyre. The futures of these 3 superstars are going to be changing. Will it be for the better, though? Because coming out of this matchup, they are going to be on the road to Backlash, live there in Puerto Rico. And who will be the World Heavyweight Champion heading into Puerto Rico? Will it be Drew? Will it be Roman? Will it be Dolph? So many potential questions that will have to be answered tonight.
introducing the champion.
We've had a lot of big championship matches, ladies and gentlemen, just a lot of big matches in general, with the likes of AJ Styles and Kurt Angle earlier on tonight. With AJ Styles defeating Kurt Angle, plus the women's matches as well. We saw on the Raw side of things, we saw Bayley win the Women's World Championship due to outside interference, or interference in general, by Io Sky and Dakota Kai. The numbers game was just way too much, and Bayley would walk out with the World Championship. And will this be the last time for Drew McIntyre? Will this be the last sight with him holding that World Heavyweight Championship? Or can he outlast Roman? Can he outlast Dolph Ziggler? It is going to get very, very crazy very, very soon. And we even saw the tease from Bray Wyatt to end Monday Night Raw. He said the family is coming. This was all going down at the very end of Monday Night Raw when Ziggler took out Roman Reigns, and also Ziggler attempted to take out Drew McIntyre, but McIntyre would eventually get the upper hand, lay out Dolph Ziggler, but then that's when Bray Wyatt would come out, and he said he didn't want to attack Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre did come back in the ring and start things with him, so, but he's saying that the family is going to be introduced tonight. We'll see if it's maybe after this matchup, hopefully not during. Referee ringing the bell. Here we go. Roman and Drew McIntyre are going to go at it. A lot of scenarios going on in this matchup. Who is going to be able to dig down deep and walk out with the World Heavyweight Championship? A man like Dolph Ziggler, very criminally underrated. You got the Tribal Chief that at last year's SummerSlam, if I remember correctly, he knocked off Braun Strowman to continue or start his reign as Universal Champion. From SummerSlam all the way to WrestleMania, Roman Reigns was the head of the table and would walk out still champion after every single pay-per-view except for WrestleMania, where he met his maker, that being Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt had to go through a lot of members of the bloodline to even get that opportunity. Had to go through The Rock, and then the next night had to go through Roman Reigns just to get that Universal Championship opportunity, and Bray Wyatt did it. Bray Wyatt losing his Universal Championship recently. That was at the King of the Ring pay-per-view when there was a unification matchup between the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship, which Cody Rhodes obviously is still the undisputed champion. We'll see if sounds like Bray certainly very well wants to get a championship back here in WWE, and certainly will make his presence known, but maybe that's pure mind games. Maybe he's not going to show up at all. He said he's going to introduce his family at SummerSlam before or afterwards, and obviously we're already past the before SummerSlam part, so we'll see if, we're going to see anything after, or if it was just complete mind games. As McIntyre rolling out of the way, Roman and Dolph Ziggler going to go to work on each other. That sledgehammer, that very well could have knocked out Dolph Ziggler, if I'm honest with you, because he's landing on the top part of that sledgehammer. As they release suplex there to Roman, Drew McIntyre taking out both men. Ooh, but a big boot there. That's why you got to be very, very careful in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. You got to keep your head on a swivel. There's now Roman with a power slam right on the sledgehammer as well. Take too many of those, it is going to be a very long night. And for the sake of Drew McIntyre, I'm surprised he didn't try to do some more damage to Ziggler inside the ring while Roman was down and out. But like I said, it seems like these superstars are more kind of entwined with each other instead of going after Ziggler at this point. But like I mentioned, when you face a man like Dolph, you cannot underestimate him. We know Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler, they had a long history there on SmackDown years and years ago. We brought that up when the build-up between Dolph and Roman Reigns to become the first ever World Heavyweight Champion was first brought up between both men. Dolph Ziggler certainly would have a long run, and then certainly Roman Reigns would have a great run as well. There's a lot of back and forth between both men at that time. And certainly Dolph has not forgot about it, but Roman Reigns certainly after that point has grown and a lot better. Dolph Ziggler is still trying to figure himself out. It's Dolph Ziggler getting hit with a suicide dive. The Scottish Warrior is fired up. He's bringing the fight. And that's what you absolutely gotta love right now. That is your World Heavyweight Champion. He's the type of man to beat the living crap out of all of these guys. Roman talking his own trash here. Dolph going to continue to fight, though. Imagine if Ziggler walks out with this World Heavyweight Championship. We are not going to hear the end of it. And certainly, like we mentioned, the pay-per-view for Backlash is 4 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to get very, very crazy after tonight as we build up to Backlash after this big-time, massive main event. As Ziggler rolling out of the ring, good idea. As, oh my goodness, what a boot from the Tribal Chief. Certainly Roman would like to become the first ever two-time World Heavyweight Champion here in the series. As, didn't go for that Future Shock DDT, maybe? No, Roman with a key reversal. That Future Shock DDT was about to be on that sledgehammer, ladies and gentlemen, and that would have ended the matchup. Drew McIntyre would have more than likely retained. As Ziggler just attacking Roman right there to the kidney area and just absolutely destroying when it comes to this. As, looks like Ziggler was trying to go with the Kimura. DDT into a headlock of sorts, almost like a guillotine to Dolph Ziggler here. But right there, McIntyre saves the day, keeps himself in this matchup as tilt-a-whirl slam right there on the sledgehammer. That is not a place you want to be as Roman gets hit with that swinging neck breaker. Pinfall opportunity. Will this be enough? No. Roman kicks out. A back-and-forth matchup between all three of these superstars. Roman going to look to continue to bring this big fight here. But back and forth we go. Ziggler telling these men to bring their asses out here, but certainly that's not going to happen. And if you guys just notice, Roman getting hit with that release suplex right on that sledgehammer, that is not going to be feeling good, but he's fired up at this moment. So it's got to be pure adrenaline as McIntyre hits a release suplex on the sledgehammer again. Absolutely brutal. And now both men, McIntyre, two powerhouses going at it. Reigns getting blocked. He's trying to go for a neck breaker of sorts. But look at the strength, the power of your World Heavyweight Champion. McIntyre looking to hit Claymore City here on Roman. Claymore to Roman. Is that going to be it? But of course Ziggler right there to break it up. And of course Ziggler's not going to allow McIntyre just to come in here and steal the spotlight. This could be Ziggler's moment. Oh, he's going to grab this. Oh my goodness, this sledgehammer. But again, Roman. Going to take a lot to defeat a man like Roman Reigns. This has been a brutal triple threat match, ladies and gentlemen. McIntyre coming from behind and going to look to take it, to brutalize the Tribal Chief. Oh, I thought Drew was going to toss him into the corner with Roman. It would have been very interesting of a combination there if he was able to actually toss him in that corner. As tuning up the band, Dolph Ziggler. Here we go. Super kick there from Dolph. And now Dolph, the sleeper hold to Roman Reigns. Is this gonna be it? Imagine this. Is Roman gonna tap out? McIntyre is out of it. There's nowhere to go right here. This has to be it. Are you kidding me? Is this gonna be enough? But Ziggler is gonna be taken out of the equation. Oh, big headbutt there from Roman. Takes down McIntyre. What a brutal series of events from all three superstars. Ziggler may have had his last opportunity of winning this matchup, possibly. This is an opportunity for Reigns to win this matchup while McIntyre was still recovering at ringside, but certainly up to his feet at this very moment. This has been a brutal contest as McIntyre breaks up that pinfall opportunity. This ain't good for Drew McIntyre to Roman Reigns. A brutal power bomb. Looks like McIntyre, he's going to want some Roman Reigns maybe? No? Not sure what Drew's really thinking about doing here. He's taking his time. Oh, again, the steel steps, the golden steel steps here at SummerSlam. Limited edition steel steps here. Going to look to be introduced here. As certainly not what he wants to get hit with, as Roman Reigns and Ziggler working together here with a sledgehammer and a baseball bat combination to the World Heavyweight Champion. This is a brutal assault from Roman and Dolph Ziggler, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. What a combination that I was not expecting to see between both men. It's a brutal power slam then from Roman Reigns. I don't think Drew McIntyre is going to be able to get back in this matchup, to be honest with you. And I hate to see that. Or even hate to say that as well. He's back up to his feet at the moment, but the question is, how much more can this man withstand? This has been one hell of an absolute beating between all three superstars. And now Roman, he didn't like those steel steps, so he's going to introduce these ones. Really maybe get them out of the way momentarily. Maybe he's going to set up something more deadly. Collar elbow tie between both men. Oh, Drew and Roman going to work together. Very surprising as well as they connect with a double suplex. But Drew McIntyre and Roman's friendship briefly ending there very quickly. And everyone's just trying to figure each other out. We're at a big stalemate between all three superstars briefly. And now we're continuing to go to war here in the main event here tonight. If you guys are tuning into SummerSlam right now, this pay-per-view has been off the charts, twists and turns, and we even have a double champion now with Asuka. She is now Asuka 2 belts. She's a women's tag team champion, as well as she is the women's champion on SmackDown. There's a crucifix powerbomb there from Roman Reigns, but he gets hit with a baseball bat to the head, but he's able to somehow walk it off and connect right to the ribs of Dolph Ziggler. How crazy is that for somebody just to continue to walk and not be affected by that baseball bat? It tells you just how much a man can sustain damage-wise in the middle of this ring. And look, Roman Reigns telling him to get his ass back out here. Claymore out of nowhere. Claymore out of nowhere. Is this it? Are we going to see the retain? No. Roman Reigns saving the day briefly. Uh-oh. This ain't good. Uh-oh. Future shock DDT there. But no, Roman. Is he going to steal it? Is he going to steal this victory? All he has to do is pin Dolph right now. He doesn't need to try to hit him at all. He's trying to inflict some more damage, but it is not working. Oh, it worked that time right there on the knee. Roman telling Ziggler to get up to his feet. But if I was Roman, you could have literally stolen a victory tonight live at SummerSlam. Now he goes for the pinfall of all opportunities. If Roman looks back at this matchup and sees why he might not be able to win the World Championship, well, there it is right there. He had the opportunity of a lifetime, and he wasn't able to capitalize. Just look at those big haymakers right there to Roman. And no, wait a minute. Ziggler! Zigzag! Zigzag there to McIntyre. And Dolph Ziggler, he's taunting everyone here in Nashville. But look, he's not going for the pinfall. He could be world champion right here, right now. Oh no, he has a fired up Roman Reigns. But Dolph Ziggler wants to inflict some more damage out of all things. I'm not saying that's bad necessarily, but I mean, he literally had Roman down, had McIntyre down, but didn't want to go for the pinfall. He's going for the pinfall in the worst situations where both men are kind of still stirring up to their feet now. Super kick takes down Roman Reigns, but McIntyre right on the assault. Absolutely brutal. McIntyre, he's feeling himself up here. He knows he has this in the bag, possibly. But you can say the same thing about Dolph Ziggler. He didn't capitalize on his opportunity as he connects with a brutal powerbomb there to Roman. Is this enough? Dolph Ziggler right there and breaks it up. And inadvertently taking out the referee that we have. Dolph missing the super kick. Uh-oh. He's not going to miss that one for sure. But the referee is down and out. There's no pinfall or submission that can happen now. Anything could happen at this very moment. It'd be perfectly legal. As Roman going to work there right on the hands Now, once again, it's down to Dolph and Roman at this very moment. Roman, he's looking to go for a spear here. He spears. He speared McIntyre in half. But Dolph Ziggler right there. Roman certainly, I don't know if he didn't notice him or what, but certainly McIntyre taken out of the situation. And now Ziggler, famouser. And wait a minute, Solo's out here. He's coming through right the crowd. Different variation going through the crowd. And this is perfectly legal. Solo Sikoa laying out Dolph Ziggler right now. The matchup is still going on. Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns laid out still. That brutal famouser from Dolph Ziggler. We are now witnessing Solo Sikoa, the street champion, the enforcer of the bloodline, laying waste of Dolph. Oh no. No, not the spike. Not the spike. The spike there to Dolph. Absolutely brutal. This is not what you want to see in this highly anticipated triple threat matchup. You hate to see it. Super kick. Bouncing him right off the table. And another one. It is a super kick party here live at SummerSlam. Samoan drop. Oh my goodness. Oh no, come on, Solo. You've done the deed. You've already passed your expectations. You defeated D-Generation X earlier on tonight. And why not inflict some more damage to the actual leader of D-Generation X? Oh my god, this is not good. Solo. What is Solo thinking here? Oh my god, he's coming out here looking to help out the bloodline as much as possible to get that World Heavyweight Championship around their waist. Oh no, Solo doing all the dirty work here. Oh no. No. Solo! Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Solo Sikoa has laid waste to Ziggler. Ziggler not even moving. And what the hell now? No, there's no heckin' way. There is no frickin' way. You already put him through one. I guess might as well put him through the second one, it seems. Solo gonna take Dolph Ziggler permanently out of this World Heavyweight Championship matchup. You got to be kidding me. Now Solo has made his way over to Drew McIntyre, of all people, the actual World Heavyweight Champion, the enforcer, doing all the damn work for Roman Reigns towards the end of this matchup. Solo Sikoa has completely taking out D-Generation X right now. This has just gotten absolutely brutal. And again, I don't know how in the hell all three of these competitors are walking around in this matchup. This all started with a famouser. It seemed like maybe Dolph Ziggler was just moments away becoming World Heavyweight Champion, and then all of a sudden things have changed, where it happens to be the name of Solo Sikoa, the enforcer of the bloodline, making his presence known live here at SummerSlam as a Samoan drop. Holy crap. This is not what I was expecting. I knew it was going to be some potential, possibly, with a lot of things going on, but I didn't really think that they would really see the enforcer or any of the Usos or any of D-Generation X getting involved in this matchup. It's a brutal headshots there from Solo Sikoa, putting McIntyre in his place, and now an absolute brutal shots to the midsection right there. Drew is trying to fight. He's trying. He's absolutely trying, but oh my goodness. Kendo shot to the head, and not again. Not again. Not like this. This is how it's going to end, isn't it? This is going to be how it ends, ladies and gentlemen. This is not what I was hoping we'd see at SummerSlam. And now, wait a minute. Roman's back in the ring. And Roman is going to look to top off Drew McIntyre. But it seems like Roman is not done. Roman's going to be very, very careful here. Doesn't want to give Drew McIntyre one last opportunity to somehow get himself back in this matchup. Big Superman punch. And now Roman with a spear. A spear. But now, as the table's back up. And now over the top rope. Holy cow. And now back to work Roman Reigns goes. I'm surprised we were able to have our group here tonight able to put everything back together with everything that we have just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. Solo Sikoa doing all the work and Roman Reigns just touching up Drew McIntyre right now. With those Air Jordans right to the damn face as well. This is just an absolute horrendous assault. Drew McIntyre busted open again. This is just, oh, this is not what I wanted to see out of this pay-per-view, as a crucifix powerbomb there from Roman Reigns. This just continues to get worse and worse. And now Roman for sure is going to look to put the final touch of this match away with a spear. A spear. And certainly this will be the end of this matchup. No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? McIntyre kicks out. How in the hell did he do that? McIntyre still in the stand matchup. Face to face with Roman. How in the hell is he doing it? Oh, but now Roman Reigns as well. Holy hell. These guys are putting on a clinic here. Roman Reigns with a rebound. Clothesline turns in. Side out Mr. McIntyre. Holy cow. And now Roman gonna look to officially put this match away. Superman punch. And now, not again. This matchup has been all over. And now it certainly has to be over. Spear, middle of the ring. Is this gonna be enough? Yes, it is. Roman Reigns walks out as your new World Heavyweight Champion. What a match. Bloodline gets involved, and it was just too much tonight. And now Roman is back on top. He wanted the King of the Ring. McIntyre cashed in. But now he's the first ever two-time World Heavyweight Champion here in the series now. What will the Bloodline party be like on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen? You are going to have to stay and watch. Roman, up here, buddy. Ah, yes, I'm sure. We've been talking about it for weeks and weeks. And we even sent a message to you guys these last couple weeks. But you guys still don't listen. But the family has risen. And as you can see, I have Eric and Ivar, the newest members of our family. But who else is going to join me and Bray? You're about to find out. Roman, buddy, do you remember me? The one that caused absolute chaos and took that Universal Championship away from you at WrestleMania. First defeated The Rock the night before just to get that opportunity. And then I defeated you the night 2 of WrestleMania. I think you remember me. And now you're going to get the introduction of my whole family right here, right now. Bray, I'm really not in the mood for your sadistic mind games. I've already dealt with you at WrestleMania. I thought I was done with you. Now you're coming back after I just won my World Heavyweight Championship fair and square. If you're going to do this mind game type shit, do it some other time. But not tonight, not now. Do it on Raw. Do it some other time, because I am sure as hell not dealing with it. The funny thing about it is, Roman, is you are going to deal with it. You're going to deal with it right here, right now. You're going to deal with it here at SummerSlam, and you're going to deal with it every single night on Raw and every live event until I get that World Heavyweight Championship around my waist. Now, if I were you, I wouldn't turn around because you're going to about to meet our newest member of our family. Oh my God, holy crap, no, there's no way, that is The Undertaker, the dead man is here, he has risen, and he has just laid out Roman Reigns, out of all people, holy cow. And now Bray Wyatt gonna go on a big time assault on Roman Reigns here. Absolutely ballistic. And now just gonna choke him to death. Holy cow. I was not expecting this at all. It's a very interesting combination, if I do say myself. Uncle Howdy, Bray Wyatt, The Undertaker, and the Viking Raiders. Holy cow. What a way to end SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. The family is here, and it has risen at SummerSlam. Oh my goodness, a brutal clothesline of Roman, continuing to get up to his feet. And Undertaker again taking out Roman Reigns. Not one of the most unexpected endings in WWE history. The family is here, and we are seeing it in motion tonight as The Undertaker, oh no, oh my goodness, what a superplex from the top rope, an absolute brutal maneuver, and now Bray is going to come right after Roman Reigns. Oh no. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the most shocking endings in WWE history. Absolutely brutal affair. And oh no. Sister Abigail to Roman Reigns, and now The Undertaker. We just put up these damn tables, and it looks like the family is gonna break these tables once again. Solo is the one that put Dolph Ziggler through both of them earlier on tonight. And now we're going to see The Undertaker, Tombstone Pile Drive, the Tribal Chief, the new World Heavyweight Champion, through the damn table. What a shocking end here at SummerSlam.